Bear talks dirty. How you doing, Gorehounds? Welcome to the Gore More Podcast. I am that not so mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in. However, I do not bring this shit show in alone. No. For with me, as always, are let's see what we got today. The legendary lycanthropes of hold on, no. We gotta do this while Scoobs is here. Scoobs is here.
Oh, there he is.
Now I can introduce my homies, and we are gonna go for the lusty lycanthropes of legend.
Ooh, okay.
Start off with the Chad Daddy himself, that Dark Lord of Knowledge, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah. Joining us as right now, the Duke of the Dead himself, the host with the ghost, Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
Better late than never.
That's right, buddy. That's what I always
Just
say.
like a period.
Just like the Titanic and Ghostbusters, too.
That's right. Thank you, Mr. Chichmara. And then Meat Mountain himself, the killing machine, Mr. Babe Amone.
I'm just putting it on the table for you, folks.
Yeah. Today is July 25th, 2022, and we have a fantastic episode today. But first and foremost, before we do anything, Mr. Scuba, if you could please.
It is now time for your Salaf!
Yeah, buddy.
Beautiful.
Chad Daddy.
Yes.
You want to start it off?
Sure. So this week, not much happened around here. I did have a job interview on Thursday. Nice. And I believe I will be getting that job because they called me today to set up a physical / drug screening.
Nice.
All right.
Yep. So that'll be so next week I'll be going for that, and hopefully they'll get me started. Dude, the job starts out to $20 an hour sweeping floors in a fucking factory.
Yeah,
boy. Nice. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's the highest paying job I've ever had, and that's just after
That's
45
beautiful.
days. After 45 days, it's a union job. It goes up to about $26.
No shit.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
huge job.
All right. That's beautiful then.
Awesome. Good for you,
Let's see what else happened Friday. The wife and I got to go see Thor: Love and Thunder. It was
Love and Thunder.
It's all right. Wasn't
It wasn't
Shakespeare.
Ragnarok.
No, it was not Ragnarok, but it wasn't the Dark World either.
No, you're right. It wasn't.
It had its moments, But yeah.
Eat my hammer.
Dude,
Okay.
I am so pissed that the whole time she's trying to pick a fucking catchphrase. Not once did she say it's hammer time.
I was going with Free Guy, and I was just hoping she was going to just say catchphrase. Okay, I will say I think the hardest I laughed in that movie was the awkward scene where Stormbreaker just floated in.
That was funny.
And
that was good.
Yeah, that one made me geek pretty hard. But nice,
that
though, dude. You
that
enjoyed
and
it.
Korg was getting her name wrong.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that
Jane
was pretty
Fonda.
cool. Jane Fonda.
Jodie Foster.
It was awesome.
So yeah, we did that, and then this weekend I actually finally started hanging up some stuff in my bedroom. Finally started decorating it. Here, let me show you guys. I got this right here. This says "Go jump in the lake," and above it, I'm going to put the Jason mask that I got from you, Scuba.
Nice.
Nice.
And this
There we go.
blank spot right here is where my Jason figures are going to go. And right here, just a couple little odds and ends. I got the Mandalorian, some Godzilla and stuff, and I got other things back there. So the bedroom is finally starting to come together.
Hell
Very
yeah.
nice, very nice.
Well, let's see. Nice kid-free weekend, by the way. Had a little bit of quiet time, so me and the wife did hang out with some friends, played some cards. That was fun.
Nice.
Nice.
And let's see, what else did we do? That's really about it.
Hell
It was
yeah,
pretty,
dude.
pretty nice and calm. But I said what I have going on. So, Lord Scuba Cabra.
All right, so my week was pretty chill. I went back to work, started work back up. So I was getting in the swing of working 410s because I have us on 410s right now. So that was the hardest part, was sitting at a desk for 10 hours. We couldn't take a lunch, so we had to bring our lunch. So not being able to like leave campus was just kind of driving me crazy. But I got settled into my new office, which is great. Didn't really do much this weekend. We went to a Sweet 16 on Friday for my daughter's best friend, who is like my adopted daughter. So the girlfriend's never been to a Sweet 16. She's never been to a quinceañera. She doesn't know anything about that part of my culture.
Well, say,
And
first of
so-
all, there's a total difference between a Sweet 16 and a quinceañera, dude. Because you
There
guys
is?
go fuck it.
Hold on. There is, but a lot of Hispanic girls do not want to do the religious part of the quinceañera, so they hold off until their Sweet 16, and then their Sweet 16 is like their quinceañera. So this party was off the hook. She had never been to one before, and I'm like, "How have you never been to one?" She's like, "Hello, different culture." And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
right, dude. Like, hold on, let me pull out the
keep
Mexican in
forgetting.
my pocket. That way, fucking.
I keep forgetting that she was born like on the complete opposite side of the fucking world and has like no idea about any of this stuff. So just watching her experience that for the first time was just so cool, because it was like, it was kind of boring to me because I've seen it over and over and over. And it's just
Right.
another big fucking party with big fancy dresses, and she's just like wide-eyed, and she's videoing everything and Snapchatting everything. She's like a little kid at like Disney World. And so it was really good. The weirdest part though was it was the first time that myself, the girlfriend, and the ex were all under the same roof.
Nice.
We were actually all sitting at the same table.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So it was I was kind of on edge the whole time, just because I know
You don't know
Mel.
what to expect.
Well, I know Mel's not going to say anything, and I had talked to the ex previously, and she was like, "Look, like, I don't care that you're taking her. I just don't want to talk to her. Like, I'm not ready to talk to her yet." And I'm like, "You don't have to fucking talk to her."
Yeah, you don't have to. Like, who gives a shit?
But, and I understand the girlfriend's point of view, because she got a little upset because Mel did Sam's hair because my ex couldn't do it. And the ex didn't even say, "Hey, thanks for doing my daughter's hair." So Mel wanted to say something, and I was like, "Just leave it the fuck alone. Don't say a goddamn thing. Just
Poke it.
stop. Just stop." And so Saturday, she got a little tipsy at the bar. I stayed sober because I knew she was going to be drinking. And she brings it back up again. And I'm like, "Just leave it alone. Just stop, for the love of God." And then what did I do yesterday? I didn't do a goddamn thing yesterday. I came home, I cleaned, did some laundry, and I watched Nope.
And how was it?
Nope. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
Nope. It was a cool concept. It fell flat, really flat for me. And it was super fucking slow. So goddamn slow. Like so fucking slow. And then like the reveal of what's actually going on, it was like, what the fuck? So I don't know. check it out, but I would say wait until it's available to watch at home.
Fair enough. Yeah,
It's not a theater. Like I wouldn't go watch it again in the theater. Like
okay.
so, but that was it.
Mr. Cameron Miller was pretty high on it, so he really enjoyed it.
He was. Oh shit!
I wait. Real quick question, Scoob, on it. The
Yeah.
trailer showed a lot of humor. I don't know, unless I saw a different trailer. Was it really that much humor in this movie?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I don't know why. It felt like the trailer showed so much.
No,
Like, I
and
don't
then
know
there
why.
was a whole like sub monkey plot that was
Yeah,
never explained.
monkeypox. Monkeypox.
Monkey plot
I
that
know.
was never fully explained. So I was like,
Interesting.
well, okay, whatever. But it was an okay flick. It just was kind of slow.
Not really selling me on it, but I don't think
Yeah.
you're really trying to. So
No,
thank
not
you.
at all.
Yeah,
Not at all.
so-
Like I said, save your money. The Argento
Yeah.
monkey plot was way better, Brody. The Argento monkey plot was way better.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But that's all. That's it for me. What about you, Bobby?
So last week here in Jersey, I'm sure you guys too, everybody, heat wave hit. So we ended up actually with a day off on Thursday, which was nice because then we had it was 105 degrees, and then Friday was 102. So we went back to work with a half a day. Saturday, me and my girlfriend, we went to the horse racing track in Monmouth, down by her house with my uncle and my brother and my uncle's wife. And we enjoyed a little bit there, betting the races. Didn't win much. It is what it is. But I didn't lose much either. And then we had a housewarming party to go to that night at my one friend's house. She just moved into a brand new apartment. Big, beautiful
Nice.
apartment. And then yesterday, me and my girlfriend, and yes, I am proud to say I went and got myself a manicure and a pedicure, and I'm good.
Bro, any dude who has
does-
never gotten one,
Needs to.
bros, go get yourself a fucking pedicure. It is.
I'm
I don't know about. I don't know about
I can't.
manicure. I don't know about manicure.
I don't
I've never
like
had a
people
manicure.
touching my feet.
Neither
on,
do
dude.
I.
No,
But
that's my only ticklish spot, dude. And I'm not booting some little Asian woman in the fucking face because she tickled my feet. It's just not happening, dude.
it
No,
doesn't tickle. It doesn't.
No, it
tickle
doesn't tickle at all.
I'm just saying, like, any dude, I swear to God, like, you don't even have to touch my feet and I will fucking feel it. And it's just a knee-jerk
Look.
reaction, dude. Like, I've literally booted my wife in the face because she didn't listen to this, dude. Like, mule kick. Because I
so
was
all I'm hearing
I'm
is
not-
when the four of us are together, we're all going to get pedicures. That's
If
all
not
I'm
me and you,
hearing.
Steve, we'll go.
That's
I
all
don't
I'm
give a
fucking
fuck.
hearing.
You want to go? Let's go.
I mean, if they got straps on the fucking legs, maybe.
They're probably going to have to. No, I mean, listen, all I know, like, my feet felt great. I got, like, a little foot massage with it. They gave a little hand massage, too. Like,
Yeah.
it felt great. And then we were fatties and went and got ourselves some, fast food shit and watched this movie, the movie we're about to talk about. And I also introduced her to House of Thousand Corpses, and she liked it. And I'm like, okay, you like one of his good ones. I'm cool with that, because I like House and Rejects and the first Halloween. Those are my top 3 zombie movies.
3 from Hell was.
It was that I saw that.
It wasn't horror. It wasn't fucking
that,
horror.
that was straight.
It was
thriller.
an outlaw movie. Nah, dude,
Yeah.
it wasn't
No,
even
it was-
that,
it was
man.
an
No, yeah, it wasn't
outlaw.
even.
Yeah,
It was a
an
full-on
flick.
outlaw fucking movie.
well-
It was an outlaw gang movie, dude. Like,
You know what the
all
weird
it
part
fucking
is I paid to see that in theaters because it was like a special event.
Mhm.
So I went and saw Devil's Rejects and that in theaters. And at the theater, I'm like, at the theater, I'm like, oh, that was good. And then I watched it again. I'm like, that was not as good as I remember.
I bought it to watch it, and then I was like bought the physical copy because I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I need it. And then I watched it. I was like,
About that.
oh well.
I watched it at the theater because they gave you like a free poster.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and then we were lazy bums yesterday, and that was it. Like I said, watched this movie, chilled
Hell yeah,
out,
buddy.
and here we are today. So,
Right on.
Mr. Johnny D, what did you do, Mr. Big D?
Well, let's see. Last week I was on vacation, so I didn't have to work at all. So I worked Monday, but that was the only day, so it was really nice. We went to a theme park. It's near Buffalo a little bit. It's like 3 hours, 2.5 hours away from me. It's called Darien Lake. It's Six Flags, whatever. That was a good time. It was hot as fuck, so obviously we were in the water park for the most of it, dude. Hit a couple good slides. We hit this one. It's called the Tornado there. Anybody else has it. I'm sure there's different names. but it looks like a giant funnel. And this one you could take 3 people. So obviously, like I'm on one side, and my wife and daughter, who still do not equate to my weight, is on the other side. So this thing you just drop into, and like I said, it's a giant funnel, and you ride the walls up like 3/4 of the fucking way, dude. Which, like, when you're watching it, you're like, oh, that's sweet. But when you're doing it, it's a whole different fucking feeling.
It's not
Obviously.
sweet.
Yes,
Right.
it is.
So Big Johnny D, obviously, and we're gonna go with the law of gravity here. Obviously, the heaviest thing goes first. So I got to go backwards down the big fucking hill, which is always fantastic. Because that's a great fucking. It's like I can't even see this shit. It's like, yay! I'm just getting lifted off the tube. So, anyways, mind you, my daughter's 8. So we go up the first fucking ramp, dude, and I literally see the fear in her face and eyes, just like as I see her rising out of her shit. So like dad instinct kicks in. I'm like, oh shit, dude. So a fucking leg lockdown with her. I'm like, think, and she's just like, like freaking the fuck out, dude, until we got done. She's like, Daddy, that was scary. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Daddy was puckering a little bit too on that. Like, but dude, we hit a couple other good ones. There was like this giant one that's like a big old toilet bowl you fucking go around, dude. That was my favorite one, man, because like you get, I kept trying to get like to see if I can get more than like 4 loops, and I got 5 one time because I stalled it out at the end. But dude, just being a taller guy though, man, there was so many times I had brief moments where I thought I was just gonna bash my feet and shins on shit, dude. Like especially the exit porthole. I'm like, oh god, no.
Bro, oh yeah,
Right. But no,
my fear is always when you're going up on the sides.
Oh, dude, the flip over.
Because you're a big boy. You know
yeah.
They used to have old mat slides here at a place, dude, and they would do that.
Yeah.
Yes, they would.
I'm not shitting you, dude. I had half of my body go over the fucking side of those one time, and I was like, I don't want to do that slide anymore, dude.
Real quick, being as a tall guy like Johnny, one of my worst one. You know how sometimes they have those really tall slides and it shoots you straight down?
Mm-hmm.
One of my fears was not feeling the slide underneath me as I'm going.
Oh yeah.
I had that happen once.
Yeah.
And I was like, they say, cross your hands here. And I'm like, I don't feel water. Oh shit. As I like pushed myself back trying to feel,
those are also the ones you got to make sure to cross them legs, because if not, man, that gooch is not going to be liking that.
No, because you're gonna be like,
oh yeah, dude. There's some potential rippage right there.
Let's not talk.
But
about
no,
that.
so we came back on Friday evening, and then the rest of the weekend Saturday was the wife and I's anniversary, so it was our 11th anniversary.
Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary, buddy!
Happy anniversary,
Thank
guys.
You. It very chill, man. We don't really get each other anything, and everybody used to be like, poo on you, but it's like, dude, she buys whatever the fuck she wants regardless, man. That woman is on Amazon all the time, and if I want something, I'll just go fucking get it too. So you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
But so like I snuck out in the morning and at least grabbed a card and some cake and woke him up with that. So it was a little it was still a little song. And no, it was just a nice chill day, just chilling in the pool. I also downloaded the Guardians of the Galaxy game and started playing that, which is fantastic.
It is a really fun game. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, dude, I love it, man. Like, I wish you could control all I wish you could actually be the other Guardians instead of controlling them, but I do understand why they went with that game dynamic. But some of the dialogue is just fucking fantastic in it, dude. Like, I love it. I can't wait to keep playing more. And then I watched this amazing movie, which I have been fucking head on the back burner for the longest time. And I'm very excited to talk about it. So
Excellent.
I'm going to say we jump into the shit right meow. And we are talking 2002's Dog Soldiers. Chad, I'm going to let you take this one.
All right. So, released May 10th, 2002, a British squad is sent on a training mission in the Highlands of Scotland against a special operations squad. Ignoring the childish campfire stories heard about the area, they continue with their mission and come across the bloody remains of the special ops squad, and a fierce howling is pitching the night sky. With 2 mortally wounded men, they make an escape, running into a zoologist by the name of Megan, who knows exactly what hunts them. What began as what they thought was a training mission turns into a battle for their lives against the most unlikely enemies they would have expected. Werewolves.
Yeah.
Directed by Neil Marshall, who did The Descent and Doomsday. Written by Neil Marshall, who did The Descent 1 and 2 and Doomsday. Produced by David E. Allen, Asylum and Cemetery Gates. Christopher Feig, who did Hellraisers 1 through 3 and Killer Tongue. And Tom Reeve, who did Wing Commander and Fear.com. Bobby.
Nice. Starring Sean Pertwee, Event Horizon, Doomsday as Sergeant Harry G. Wells, Kevin McKidd, Transpotting, Grey's Anatomy, as Private Lawrence Cooper, Private, Emma Cleesby, Doomsday, Coronation Street as Megan, Liam.
What is
Cunning-
Doomsday? Should I
Is
know
that
this
the-
movie?
That's not the Doomsday I'm thinking of. Is it with The Rock, or is that a different Doomsday?
That's Doom.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Yeah, that was Doom, and that movie was awesome, and I will stand on that.
I think
hill.
Doomsday has something to do with there's some kind of virus they're looking for a cure for, and there's some.
I'm gonna
some
look
kind
it
of-
up. You guys,
Yeah, it's some. I don't know. I've never seen it. I know.
Yeah,
vaguely
neither
just
have
about
saying,
it.
like everybody's been on this fucking movie. I don't even know what the hell this movie is. So
yeah.
it
Liam,
sounds like a sci-fi kid movie.
Liam Cunningham, First Night, Clash of the Titans as Captain Richard Ryan, Darren Morfitt, Doctor Who, Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, as Private Phil Spoon Witherspoon. That's a tongue
Dude,
twister.
I know this movie, and this movie's fucking awesome.
Is it?
Yes, it came out in 2008, and it's like a post-apocalyptic movie. And yeah, there's like, so there it's a crazy virus, and there's different factions of people. So there's like the weird like cannibalistic people in like this one quadrant, and then fucking New Loomis is there with and he's like in a castle, and they're like living all medieval fucking style towards the end of it and shit. Yeah,
So it's
dude,
kind of-
it was a,
So it's almost kind of like Escape from New York.
a little bit, dude. It was I'm pretty sure it was pretty, dude. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure it was actually pretty gory as fuck too.
I'm gonna have to go watch that.
I might have to like
haven't
revisit
watched it.
that a little
Same.
bit.
I haven't
dude.
watched it. I've never seen
As soon
it.
as I saw the cover, I was like instantaneously like, I have seen this movie. All right.
Chris Robson, Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow, Doomsday as Private Joe Kirkley, Leslie Simpson, The Descent, Doomsday as Private Terry Milburn, and Thomas
Beasley.
Lockyer, shut up, Cutthroat Island Highlander Endgame as Corporal Bruce Campbell. Don't we know that?
And
name
Oogie
somewhere
Spoogie.
else?
Oogie
Oogie
Spoogie. All right. Music by Mark Thomas, Agent Cody Banks 2, Destination London, School for Seduction, cinematography by Sam McCurdy, The Descent, The Hills Have Eyes 2, edited by Neil Marshall, effects and makeup by Image Effects, The Devil's Own and Wing Commander, distributed by Path Films, runtime of 105 little people, MPAA rating R, budget 2.3 million was GBP.
Great British Pound.
There you go. Grossed about 5 million Great British pounds. And that's it. Let's discuss, fellas.
Okay, so first I want to address that it was never theatrically released here. It went straight to Sci-Fi Channel.
Did it really?
I
Yes.
could tell
Yeah.
why.
Well, it was an independent film, and
Yes.
all in all, man, I enjoyed it actually. Still,
I
did
agree.
enjoy
I really
it.
like it.
I did enjoy it. It just took a while to get me hooked.
that's
Fair
I
enough.
Understandable.
I wasn't invested in the story until like I don't know, maybe when they were attacked by the werewolf.
Was it until they actually were picked up, maybe in the Jeep, like around that scene?
Yeah, it was
Like,
probably
right-
around there
yeah.
is when I'm like, okay, now I'm watching. What are we doing?
Well, because you know what it was, dude? They give you the wolf attack right in the beginning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I feel like they do kind of hook you in. And then we completely get away from that plot line because now we have to introduce characters for the next 30-ish minutes or so more.
And it's all
And
military.
then we can and then we can go back to, which I don't mind because I like meeting at least like the unit we're dealing with, you know what I mean? Like I thought that was a good introduction to them, like when they all dropped in and shit.
Yeah.
But maybe not so much of the I don't know.
Predator with
Well,
werewolves.
That's
yeah,
what it was.
That's
Aliens.
basically.
Aliens as
And-
well.
So
without really a central man of the unit, although there was one, but like those movies had a central, like this movie didn't have a central person of the unit where you're like, I really count on you. You know what I mean?
see, I'm not gonna lie, because I've heard this movie's always gets compared to Aliens, and I think it was my own setup. It's not a bad thing that it didn't happen, but in Aliens and so many other movies after the fact, there's always that situation where there's the one dickhead lieutenant that doesn't know how to control the team and ends up getting the team fucked, right? That's what I expected to happen in this movie for some reason. You know what I mean?
You almost got it with that Captain.
Little bit.
Ahab.
Yeah, you got very close.
Yeah, a little bit. But I felt like for the most part, man, this team, especially because like our main guy, like they had their shit still pretty together for the most part.
Even when they didn't, they did.
Right. I mean, effects wise, dude, I think the werewolves look awesome. But
They
this is
were
obviously a
fucking sick. They look.
this is a
so
very
good.
guerrilla style film.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know if that's the right term or not. At least that's how I feel. But it's what's up?
Shout out to Champagne Sauce. It's one of my
What's
former
up?
students. How's it going?
Nice,
hey, what's
nice.
up?
Welcome.
But yeah, man, the werewolves look fucking sick. They're all tiny, like super tall and lanky, dude.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know, man. I
there
dug
was
the design.
There was some scenes though that made like when they
It looked a little.
when they were
funny
getting attacked. Well, when
sometimes.
they were getting attacked in the woods, the way that they cut it together was really weird for me. Like it just kind of seemed out of place. Like if they filmed the werewolf attacking like in a completely different area and just like edited together attacking
What
in the
spot
woods.
are you? I'm trying to think. I feel like I know what spot you're talking about, but I don't know if it's exact.
It was like in the
Is-
woods, like when what's his name got like gashed open in the stomach.
Oh,
that
yeah.
That whole scene, like it just felt, I don't know, it just felt off to me. Like it was cool that the werewolf was attacking them, but I don't know, the way it was edited together just didn't. When it was like the werewolf like going at them, it just felt off. I don't know. Like if the werewolf wasn't in the scene with them, it felt off. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, because like maybe the pacing, like so the werewolf felt a lot slower than how they were running.
Well, the werewolf felt way too fast.
Oh, the other way. Okay.
The other way around. Like it was for me. I mean, like I said.
Oh no, you know what? I
Okay.
get that because you're just like because you see the werewolf running, but then you see them and you're like, well, this thing would have definitely like caught them
Exactly.
and fucking
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
just
and like
murked
fucking
them by it.
fucked them up. Yeah.
But at the same
I-
time, I thought it was kind of maybe fucking with them. I don't
think
know.
Oh
I think
yeah,
it was-
definitely.
It was hurting them along because as we later find out that she is a werewolf.
part of
so.
the family, right?
And this was
Yes.
my first watch, and I was like,
Same.
he's fucking part of it. She's fucking part of it. I know
Bro,
that bitch is part of it.
Her side eye is so bad, and okay, I gotta. This is one part I got. Her side eyeing on everything, where it's just like anytime they say something, and she's like, "Yeah."
It's like
And
right
like,
in front of
wait
you.
a minute,
Can't
like,
miss it.
Is this fourth wall breaking? Like, does nobody else notice this shit? I understand our main dude. He's a little he needs to get it wet, and that's what he's hoping for.
But
I mean, I
bro,
don't know. Yeah, man. Like nobody else is. Come on, man. Spoon, you didn't see that shit. Come on, bro. You know you did. You just chilling in the corner watching everybody else, anyways.
pretty much. Yeah, you know what I will say about the werewolves? Like I did enjoy watching this, but for some reason, along the same lines a little bit with Scoob, it felt like at some points when the werewolves attacked in general, not in a certain scene, there's a couple of scenes, it felt like it didn't feel like a full-fledged attack. It didn't feel powerful in some
like
scenes.
yeah, like if they were
Well,
holding back.
I think
Yeah,
they were intentionally
yeah.
holding back too.
But even when they came full-fledged inside, it didn't. At points, it's like you would be literally tearing through walls. These guys are tearing through walls and they get away and they're in the next room.
Well, it's their
I
home.
don't know.
It's their home too. Maybe they just didn't want to destroy their own house.
Yeah, they
In
could
the
reboot
car.
it.
When the car got
Yeah.
destroyed, nobody heard nothing.
Yeah,
Like that car was disassembled.
It was gone.
Nobody
Yeah,
heard
'cause-
a goddamn thing.
Yeah, because look what happened in Exists, and you heard the Bigfoot absolutely demolishing that car, and that car was how far away from them.
And that's what popped in my head, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this car was literally right there, and nobody heard a goddamn thing.
The shock on their face. It's like, wait, you didn't hear that?
You know, I was trying to figure out why they didn't destroy the other car, but now I just realized that it was their car. So they're like, well, yeah, we're not going to fuck up our own car.
We're not going to mess up our own shit. Come on.
Right? That's our Range Rover or Land Rover. No, ultimately, though, dude, I still enjoy this movie because I feel like plot-wise, it's like it's one of the most simplistic werewolf plots I have ever watched. And it's awesome. I fucking love it, dude.
You know what this movie is? And I'm not even talking down because I loved it. I did love this movie. This movie is when you were a kid, right? And you wanted to play with your toys, and you had a whole bunch of little army men.
This was G.I. Joe versus you didn't have Universal.
You didn't have anything for the bad guys, so you would get like a werewolf toy from something and make the little army men go up against the werewolf. That's what this movie was. That's exactly what this fucking movie was. And it was so fucking great.
And that's a fantasy for all of us when we were the kids doing that with it.
Dude, when I was a kid, I wanted Ghostbusters toys so bad, and this is before real Ghostbusters come out, so I just had to pretend my fucking Star Wars figures were Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Yeah.
I pretended my backpack was a proton pack for I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
See, what year were you born?
Me?
Bob.
93.
So you could have enjoyed the Extreme Ghostbusters backpack.
No, but I had figures and I had the car. I got it for Christmas. But I wanted a proton pack, bro.
Well, yeah, everybody did.
But I had the car, I had all that, but I was like, I wanted a proton pack.
So I'm saying, man, if they had spirit packs, dude, back then, oh my god, dude, our kid.
And that's one thing that pissed me off, and I still haven't watched Stranger Things because of it. It's because they're fucking walking around in fucking full Ghostbusters uniforms. It's supposed to be 1984. I'm like, I was there. That stuff you couldn't go out and buy that.
It was all handmade in the show, though.
Was it?
Yeah. And I loved it because I'm not going to lie, I want to make one of their cardboard proton packs that they have in the show. Like, it looks nothing like the actual proton pack, but it's got the right idea. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like a kid's costume, dude, that they made it. It's perfect, honestly.
Speaking of, quick sidebar, I saw advertised on Facebook yesterday. People selling the frame for the pack, the harness.
Alice frame.
Yeah. I saw that they're saying buy this now before people start getting the Hasbro packs and the price skyrockets.
I got to do that.
Already got two.
I got to do that.
Extras.
I was gonna buy.
I will buy one from
my
you.
spirit pack, but I don't know what size. I don't know what size to fucking get. There's different sizes. Isn't there different sizes? They're all the same.
There's different styles, which are the belly belt style. So there's like an Alice. I'm gonna fuck it up, dude. There's like an Alice like L1 frame, and then an Alice like there's a secondary one.
I thought there was different sizes.
No. The frame wise in itself, the frame is always the same, but it's the belly belt. So like the original old school style, which you will barely find, which is OG Ghostbusters, it actually looks like a seatbelt buckle in the front. The newer style, which are all mine, are more like the double clip style, like top and bottom.
Okay,
but you can always swap out for a belt buckle, for a seat belt buckle.
It doesn't really matter, dude.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's
some of those people out there that are like, nope, it's got to be that. I'm like, bro, nobody's looking. I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody besides the hardcore fanboy, which fuck them anyways, because I don't give a shit. Nobody's looking at all of this and focusing on that fucking belt buckle. I'm gonna tell you that right fucking now, dude. They're taking it all in, looking at the lights and whatever else you got, dude. And they're only getting it for like 10 to 30 seconds at most. You know what I mean? Unless you actually taking pictures with them, and then they're out. So it's all for you.
Well, then, anyways, the one that I have in my Amazon cart, I'm gonna buy before they skyrocket.
Dude, you don't have a fucking Army Navy store around you?
No, and you would think with that, you would think with us having a naval base here in Corpus,
homie, I'm in Auburn, bumfuck New York, dude. Like I got an Army Navy store.
Yeah, I got like 5 of them within the area, so I got to go shopping.
Go there, dude.
I'm gonna go shopping soon.
The one that we had shut down.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yep.
But yeah, you can get them online, dude. And I definitely would right now. You said you got the Hasbro one. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't get
I
it.
did.
But you
I
can
didn't
still
jump
throw them
on
on
it.
the spirits, dude. Like that's what I did
Yeah.
for my wife and shit. So, all right,
Yeah.
gentlemen, enough Ghostbusters. We're going to go back to fucking werewolves here.
Yeah.
So we all enjoyed it. I would say overall,
Yeah.
correct?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
I thought, dude, effects I think were fantastic, especially for like the. I don't know the British pound conversion. I don't know what we're really talking here. But
I didn't look it up. You know, I figured Great British Pound. It's
no, you're fine.
The-
you don't have to.
the pound per dollar. It's
$3.
Pretty close. Yeah.
And honestly, like I'd almost have to say you'd have to go in like $2,002. We'd have to like go back for
Yeah.
time rate for that shit too. So, but dude, I fucking loved it, man. I've had this shit sitting on the shelf for well over a year, maybe 2, and I don't know why I haven't watched it, but I'm fucking glad I finally did, man. It
Yeah.
was
As much as I really enjoyed watching, I talked this over with John too. Is my biggest complaint is the same big complaint I had with Project Metal Beast is it was so fucking dark.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
very
there was some
dark.
spots where it was really
Like,
dark.
I can see why Scream Factory has been taking so long to get the 4K out because there's a lot of cleaning up they had to do.
Yes.
which I would love to see this in the 4K.
Same.
Which
I
I'm
think
going
it
to
comes out
buy.
next month, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy
I
that
believe
one. And
so.
I'm gonna wait to get that.
Cover looks chef kiss, by the way, too.
Mhm.
Get some nice. I think like you get all 3 lichens on the front there.
Titties.
Something like that.
Fucking right. No lichen titties though. No lichen titties.
No liking titties. No.
No.
I was
but we-
disappointed. She should have had titties.
We need
Yeah.
those titties.
I was hoping. I will say, and granted, I understand budgetary constraints because we had some sweet costumes and shit. But like, I feel like we didn't get a good transformation scene.
Yes.
No,
And
not
there's
at
a reason
all.
for that. There was no transformation scene because they didn't have the money or the resources to do it.
Right. Which
That's
makes
why-
me very.
That's why it's in my notes, but that's why it's all off camera.
Yeah, it makes me very sad though because I feel like as a werewolf movie, that's one of the best parts of a werewolf movie is
Yeah,
seeing
it's the
that transformation, dude.
Especially
Right.
when they're
Like-
painful. Like I love a good painful werewolf transformation.
Like
Still hands to-
the howling.
Nope, hands down to this day, dude. I will still say Trick or Treat is my favorite werewolf transformation to this day, dude.
Oh, that's a good one.
When you give me sexy women with fucking just ripping skin off, dude, like that, dude, like fucking sleeves, like what the fuck? That
that one's
love
good, but
it,
it's
dude.
American Werewolf. I mean, that transformation is
yeah, I mean, because that's
Ah.
that's straight body horror too, dude, with like all the
Yeah.
pulsing and shit. Like,
Well, for me, it's
Well,
the
it's
howling
just-
because it's creepy.
that
And
one's
the howling
just
transformation
so-
takes so long too.
Yeah.
yeah, it does.
But
I was
all I'm
saying,
gonna
that
say,
one's so painful. Like it's just like you
Yeah.
feel like his pain and like his finger stretching and
Where
oh.
where it's like if we go to Underworld, they're like, hey, check this out.
Whoa!
I'm a fucking werewolf, right? Like I'm a werewolf, bitch. Yeah.
all I'm gonna say on that Trick or Treat one with the hot chick, where all I'm gonna say is like, you know, I don't know about you,
Right.
but if I was the guy there and they're like, we're gonna kill you, and I saw that, I'd be like,
I mean,
Like, wait. If you're gonna kill me, put the skin back on first, please. Just
At
I
least,
just- I
at
wanna
least let
see
me
the
feel some
titties.
titty.
Let me see
yeah,
the
let
titties.
me just
Show
get a
some
cop
titties
and
first.
I'm good.
well, Rogue didn't
let me
rip
go with a
off
smile.
her skin yet, right? She just had her teeth in the eyes.
Yeah,
and
she
that's
had her
when she
teeth in
bit
the eyes.
him. So yeah. It was the rest of them that were going fucking ham out.
Oh.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, gentlemen. I think it's time that we need to listen to the Sauciosity because
Ooh,
I know
yeah.
this
Yes, please.
is one of his favorite movies, and I am very interested to see what this motherfucker has to say about it.
Do it.
Time for some
Boom.
Brody.
That's all well and good, boys, but Katie's cutting in. Snip fucking snip. Howdy, folks. It is your DKB here back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Dog Soldiers. Now, I just want to start off by saying how much I really appreciate director Neil Marshall and what he's done in the past. He definitely knows how to capture the essence and presence of a creature feature and yet somewhat elaborate on it a little bit more from his point of view, which is absolutely fantastic to see unfold on the screen, especially with this film and The Descent. Yeah, he definitely can add some fantastic elements to that, and I'm all for it every day of the motherfucking week. So it's really fun to watch this film unfold, and boy, am I fucking glued to the TV from start to finish. I mean, it is fucking pedal to the metal from the word go. You don't really get room to breathe, but it's entertaining. I mean, there's not really any slow moments. And even when those slow moments pop on the screen, they're entertaining as well. And that's mainly due to the fucking characters in this film and the character development that's between each and every single one of them. I mean, the actors in this are fantastic, bringing their characters to life the way they fucking do. They capture the realism of each and every single one of them. I mean, the dialogue between them is fantastic. You really believe that they're a band of brothers from a British military. And it's fun to see them like play out and work off each other to try and fight these werewolves. It was fan-fucking-bloody-tastic, and I'm all for it. The cinematography in this film, I think, is absolutely great, and I love how we get the point of view shots from the werewolves that's in black and white. They see with their night vision, or whatever the fuck it is that they have, and then it cuts back to night time, and you definitely can see how intimidating these fucking creatures are. And I love the creature design behind these. They're actually fucking intimidating. It's a nice little fucking touch. With the big fucking towering presence of the humanoid with a werewolf fucking head. So that was pretty cool how they did that, in the claws and shit, whatever. But yeah, like I was saying with the cinematography, the lighting really definitely knows how to capture the essence and bring that atmosphere to life in this film, especially with the interior night shots. It's got harsh blues, harsh blacks. Then we switch to the exterior at night, and it's definitely got that feel with the forest vibe around it. Even the location is fucking great. Just goes to show really how isolated they are, and how it just adds that creep factor to it, and how the fuck are they going to get out of this joint. So yeah, the location was absolutely fantastic. The violence in this film was fucking great. I loved it. It was kind of weird because they didn't really go over the top, but then when the violence hit the screen, it was like a little bit over the top. So I don't know, it kind of felt like that B-movie rush of violence, but at the same time, I was fucking satisfied. I ain't complaining. I was just like, okay, they're going in that direction where I thought they would have went that way. So it was really cool to see, Neil Marshall do that. And one of my absolute favourite fucking scenes in this film, it probably is my favourite scene in it. And it has nothing to even fucking do with werewolves. And it's this monologue from the captain talking about one of his platoon men back in the day, a dear friend of his that got a tattoo of the devil on him somewhere. He stepped on a mine, got blown to bits. And they were picking up bits and pieces of him everywhere, and they found the bit where he got tattooed, and it was in perfect condition, hadn't even been burnt and charred. That actor fucking sold that monologue, and that was absolutely intimidating. It was creepy. It was just, I don't know, he just sold it. The way it was blocked in the dialogue, fucking beautiful. Beautiful stuff. I want to see that movie as well. What else about this film? This film's, I absolutely love this film. It's one of my all-time favourites, especially in the werewolf genre. So, yeah, I'm glued to the TV. Like I said, every time it comes on, I am there from fucking start to finish. So, yeah, I'm going to have to give this bad boy a Gore score of a 4.5. Also, I have a question. When they first rock up at that Sheila's house out in the woods and she's cooking up a stew, do you reckon that's actually people meat in that stew because of the fucking bodies we later find in the cellar? Just a thought for y'all. Just a thought. But anywho, this is your DKB signing out, and I hope you motherfuckers have a good day or good night. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you,
right.
DKB.
He is right.
I didn't put two and two together.
I
Yeah.
did not even think.
Nope.
Nor did I.
Didn't even think.
Holy shit.
You know what? All right. So, Brody, thank you for that, by the way. That was a fantastic fucking take. I think Brody actually made me like it a little bit more just because of some of the shit he brought up.
I think now I got to go rewatch it like tonight if I could.
Woo, you all right there, buddy?
Sorry.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry, my guy between my legs is just coming up out of nowhere here.
Yeah.
Just
All
slap
right,
the
so-
mic over.
All right. So, what are some of the things that Brody brought up that we want to talk about here?
Well, first of all, the obvious one is, I mean, for me, I know we just said I did not put two and two together when I saw the bodies and thinking, oh, they're eating them. I did not put.
I was thinking that the very first time because the
fucking
line where he
freaky.
said, I think it's pork.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh,
Long pig,
shit.
bro.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that
Wow.
So in other words, a house in the woods that looks like a cottage. Question it all.
shit. So Brody mentioned that. And I do got to say, I do dig the location of just a singular house in the woods.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, but just something about it, man. Like just that full, like fucked isolation on top of the fact that these motherfuckers were thrown into this shit under a training as far as they knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For training. And how fucked is that? I mean, obviously, like they were literally thrown to the wolves, but I'm bum.
I don't remember if I put this in my notes, but even if I did, I'll come back to it. But the main character, the actor that plays him, is Scottish.
Yes.
And the one thing that drove him crazy about this movie, but he didn't say anything while they were filming, is the fact that there is nowhere in all of Scotland that is that far isolated from anywhere else. Any town, any place in Scotland is not more than 50 miles from a town.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Huh.
Well, then that's what they said was the nearest town was 50 miles?
No,
40.
4 hours.
Oh, 4
4
hours.
hours.
4 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50 miles is what? 2 maybe depending.
Well, 50 miles an hour. If you could.
Yeah, but I-
We're grabbing 100.
Yeah, right?
In 30 minutes.
No, Brody, I thank you for the takes, man. Like you
Yeah,
said,
seriously.
was on point. And the monologue, I'm glad he actually brought that up because that was a very intense scene, dude. That dude
Yes, it was.
That you didn't even like, you almost forget you were watching a werewolf movie at that point because you're like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
I'm just watching a fucking war movie at this
Okay,
point.
did that or did that not make you think of Quint's speech in Jaws?
Yeah, I was just
Little-
thinking the same thing. Yes.
A little bit.
It made you want, I mean, yeah, it was still a shark story in Quinn style, but it didn't make you think about what was going on. It made him think about
Bobby, you're all
Bobby,
staticky
you're all,
again.
yeah, you're all
Ah,
poppy again, bud.
Oh, no.
Bobby might need to do a refresh.
I think he might need a new mic wire.
I'll be back.
Right, dude? Bobby's just beating the shit out of his mic wire. This happened earlier.
Hey,
You
not on
know,
camera,
like
Bobby. Not on
It's like
camera.
we're talking about. He's got to find that sweet spot.
That's fucking right. Right. For what you guys don't know, if y'all have that old shitty aux cord that you just got to rotate until you get that perfect, like, there it is, both channels. Woo!
Both channels are working. There you go.
Yeah. Not just that one or the other.
The good old days of the old RCA plugs.
Fucking right, dude. Bob, you back?
We don't.
No
we can't hear
audio,
anybody.
Bob. He's like, God damn it, motherfuckers. All right. So, is there anything else we want to discuss before we move this on?
I did have another complaint about the one scene right after they drop
By all
out of the
means.
helicopter, right? And they're all kind of gathering. I did notice, and I didn't really pay attention later on, but they have really, really bad trigger discipline.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You notice that?
Oh,
Their fingers are on the trigger. It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't be doing that.
No. Even if it's a safety exercise, regardless.
Yet,
Which
still.
I love when the dude started firing all the blanks at the dead cow. Like that's because you know there would always be
Dude, that was
somebody
great.
in that in there that would. It's Steve.
That'd be me, guys. That'd be me. If we were
Bobby,
sent on
we
a
got
training mission, I'd be.
Hello. Yes.
There we
No.
go. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Hey.
What did I miss?
Not much. We're still just discussing. We're just throwing in some last discussion bits before we move it on, if there is any.
I think that was the last thing I had. Let me double check.
All
Yeah.
right. I mean,
Yeah, the no trigger discipline.
yeah. That's a good one. That was a good one.
Bobby, because I'm sitting this way and it looks weird, like if I'm just staring at the corner. So I need him. I need him right here, so it looks like I'm looking at him.
Right. Fair enough. All right. So let's spread them cheeks, Chad Daddy. See what we
All right, 1
got.
second here.
Let's see if that woman's giving us
Let me
any werewolf
hydrate.
ass.
All right, man. I can't believe we didn't get any werewolf titties in this one. So, Neil Marshall chose to use dancers as the werewolves instead of the typical stuntmen in order to highlight their grace and elegant movements. The set was also designed size-wise to force the creatures to have to bend a bit upon entering, thereby highlighting their statuesque physiques.
Interesting, and I like it.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. More intimidation.
It made them. I mean, dude, like I said, they definitely seemed like just super tall and lanky, man. They're like
Mhm.
Slenderman, fucking werewolves, dude. Like,
Now you see why we were saying that the sheep monsters in Black Sheep reminded us of that, where they're like they had to bend over
Yeah.
and real intimidating.
So who would win in a fight? This one of these werewolves or one of the sheep monsters?
Oh,
I would like to see
Because them
Black
sheep
Sheep
monsters
versus
could
Dog
like
Soldier.
them motherfuckers could kick, dude,
Yeah.
and hit.
That kick could go through the abdomen, no problem.
But then again, like
they didn't have sharp teeth though.
right, like the werewolf dude, like he fucking sliced the captain.
That'd be interesting. Were sheep versus werewolf.
And
Why have we not had that movie?
I would almost say that would be a stalemate.
wait, and then here's my question on top of that, which might just be a total fuckery. But anybody that essentially got slashed by a werewolf in this movie essentially turned.
Right.
So if the were-sheep got slashed by a werewolf, is it going to turn into a were-sheep wolf?
No.
Ooh, no.
Unless it was originally a human that turned into the sheep. The human DNA has to be there, I think.
Yeah, but the humans do turn into the sheep, so it's a human-sheep hybrid.
Okay, so if it's a human-sheep hybrid,
That's what I'm talking about.
I think so, yes.
So if you take the hippie dude from the scene where he started kicking the shit out of it, where he was like full on, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, versus full on werewolf. Werewolf slashes that, but then like somehow it still like survives. Would it take on the werewolf mutagen into it?
I mean, technically, man, bear, pig exists, so why
That's
not?
what I'm saying. Like, this is man
Right.
bear pig territory right here.
This is
And we're just
sheep,
going
werewolf, man.
I was thinking of more along the vampire werewolf hybrid of Underworld.
Man, wolf,
Ooh.
sheep.
The combination of two species at the crossroads. Okay.
Yeah, but this is like a combination of predator and prey. Like, literally, wolves eat
Wolves
sheep.
and sheep. Yep.
Well, hey, let me tell you something. Those were sheep.
Yeah,
man,
but in
they
this
fucking
movie,
are biting
the
off
sheep
whole
fight
limbs.
back.
But those sheep in that movie are biting off whole fucking limbs, man. Don't forget
Yeah.
that.
Dude, now I want that. Now I want black sheep versus fucking werewolves, dude. Like,
Yeah,
Black sheep versus dog soldiers.
oh my god, dude.
There's the next Sci-Fi Channel crossover.
No, you guys said we're getting a second one, right? Second dog
No.
soldiers, actually? No.
Not anymore.
It's not happening.
Ma, fuck.
It was
All right.
originally going to be a trilogy. It's further on down in my notes.
Okay, so Chad Daddy, let's spread them cheeks.
Okay, some of the corpses hanging around in the basement were originally created for and used in Event Horizon. Actor Sean Pertwee is in both movies.
Oh,
Awesome.
Nice.
That's fucking cool.
Fantastic movie.
I love that
So
movie.
I'm wondering if those were some of the ones that were left in like the deleted scenes that we're never ever going to see.
Why do you gotta disappoint us like that?
Yeah, seriously.
That's all right.
Fucking
Okay,
move
anyways.
on.
In the scene where Wells asks Cooper to knock him out, Kevin McKidd, who played Cooper, throws a stage punch the first time, but misjudges the distance of the second and catches Sean Pertwee, Wells, on the nose. Pertwee didn't feel the punch, however, as he really was drunk for that scene.
Yep.
Nice.
Really?
He was
That's
drunk off
awesome.
his ass.
I mean, he seemed it. So
And he asked the director if he could get a little tipsy for the scene, too.
I did like that scene though. He's like, "Come on, you pussy." I like how the first one, like, he went down and like you were like, "Oh, maybe," and then he just popped right the fuck back up. Wily motherfucker.
Simon
Continue.
Pegg was offered a part in the film but turned it down after Edgar Wright asked him to save his first horror role for Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, no.
Okay, listen. I love that man. I don't know how he would have fit in this movie, and that would have totally changed the entire dynamic
Yeah.
of the movie.
And we
I don't
never
think
would have gotten Shaun of the Dead, at least not
No.
in the version that we've seen.
I think
Shaun of the Dead is amazing, dude. So I can't not have that. No.
So I'm happy he did not do this movie. then.
Now I need to watch that shit, dude. It's been fucking years, but
Dude, no joke. I was down in the
the
basement.
Batman
last
soundtrack, not the Batman soundtrack.
week. Dude, I don't know why, but I was in my basement last week getting a toolbox, and that exact scene was going through my head. I don't know. I was like, it just popped in there randomly.
It's
so
just
fucking
one
weird.
of those random movie scenes that will
It-
always be there. Yeah,
It just popped in there.
that's right. Anyways,
Ghostbusters again. The superglue scene is referenced in Small Favor, Dresden Files, a book by Jim Butcher. A female character is disemboweled and talks about superglue being invented in the Vietnam War in order to stick wounded soldiers back together, but then says she saw it in a movie about werewolves.
awesome.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it is liquid Band-Aid technically, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
When I
So
used
there
to
you
work,
go.
when I used to work construction, if we cut ourselves, we just fucking super glue it and
Yep.
get back to work.
Yeah, pretty much. That's all you got.
Basically, what they did when my
Yeah.
son got cracked in the skull.
Yeah, right. They're like, oh well, and
It's just a purple superglue. There's very little CGI used in the movie because the people involved in the filming believed CGI was being overused at the time and that it would take viewers out of the movie because they would be focused on how the special effects look rather than the story. Thus, the werewolves are animatronics and bodysuits with stilts.
I wish they were thinking that now.
hey, thank you for that, man. Because you know what?
Yes.
They're right. They're right. Because like this was, I mean, 2002, man. This is around the same time as Underworld, right? And that's all CGI fucking werewolves.
Yes, but do you know why? And I think this is further in my notes why this movie was basically made because Neil Marshall hated An American Werewolf in Paris.
Yep.
Well, there was dude, listen. I only watched the trailer, and the trailer looked like trash. So I could only imagine how the fucking movie was.
I just like that one song from
the story
Bush.
isn't horrible.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
dude,
not.
CGI is
just
bad.
listen to Bush. Like,
Yeah.
I love Bush too. Who doesn't?
Well, I'm just
No,
saying
I
that's
mean-
the only thing. I never even watched the movie. I just liked the song from
Yo
the soundtrack.
mouth. Yeah,
It
right.
did have a decent soundtrack, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
it
soundtrack
It makes
was
me
dope.
sad that Bush is on classic rock radio, dude. Like that hurts every time I
Yeah,
hear
they
that.
were here. They were here a few months ago, and it was promoted by the classic rock station. And I was like, "No, fuck you, fuck you."
That's when you know you're getting old, when your favorite songs are on the classic rock station.
Yeah, but here's the problem. I also heard a radio ad today, dude. This is super side fucking bar. I know this. But like, I was very confused by it because it was talking about selling radio ads, right? Like, get your ad spot. And it's like, this is the best way to reach out to adults, youths, and millennials. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm 37 years old. I have a kid. I got a house. How am I still not technically a fucking adult? Why am I in my own class still? Like, this is bullshit. Like, we're just in our own. And then they bring it up again. And then they're like, radio ads are the best way to get at millennials. I'm like, why is millennial still a thing
I saw-
to, like,
and you
sell
know,
to? Like, what the
it's
fuck is
Funny that you
happening?
bring that up. It's funny.
Like,
that you
there's some like old ass motherfucker making that ad, dude. There
Yeah.
has to be because there's no.
That's you just reply with "Okay, boomer."
Well, I saw a fucking article today that said millennials are upset at Ace Ventura.
We
And
are.
I'm like, what? Why are we upset with Ace Ventura?
we were
We
fucking
are?
raised with Ace Ventura.
So
Yeah, I think
I
we
start
are,
reading.
like-
I start reading the article, and it's like, oh, the scene where he kisses whatever, blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, that is not a millennial thing. That's a fucking Gen Z thing right there. We laughed our asses off at that shit, and we still laugh our ass off at that shit.
First
I
of all,
was-
listen, we're a generation raised on the beginning of that movie of him getting a blowjob and be like, oh, people sure are friendly around this town. Like, come on, dude.
like I'm because I'm like the tail end of the millennials, so it's like I don't know where we're mad about. All I know is really friendly, and he needed a reward for his car.
Ah. No, dude. It just, the ad caught me so off and it kind of like pissed me off. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are we? I'm like, dude, millennials are into their 40s now. Like, fuck off, man.
I'm reaching 30, so I'm getting there.
I don't know. Just very weird. Sorry, Chad. Didn't mean to steal that. We're gonna throw this
That's
back
all
to
right.
this movie because that was super random and weird. But
All right, so this movie probably takes place on the 1st and 2nd of September 2001, which, by the way, was my 35th birthday. As England did indeed beat Germany 5-1 on the night of the 1st, those nights were also indeed full moons.
No shit.
nice. That's awesome.
Nice.
The script originally called for the dog to pull at the wounded soldier's exposed intestines, but Neil Marshall changed it to pulling the bandage instead. But the reaction is that people either think it's the intestines anyway, or they think the bandage is bad enough and they're still grossed out.
See, I figured it was the band. Like the wife and I actually debated that because I was like, "Oh, you grabbed the bandage." She's like, "No, that's the intestine." I'm like,
It was definitely a bandage.
That's the
That's
bandage."
definitely
And
the
then
bandage.
it cuts back to it, and you can see it better. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, it definitely is." It would have been fucked up if that was the intestine, dude. That would have been like a whole different level at that point.
That would have been nice to see.
Which begs the question, like, could you run? I mean, maybe some people could. Could you run with your intestines exposed like that, as like how he did?
Probably.
I feel like no.
Not without like morphine or some like hard.
Well, he did
fucking
shoot him up with
narcotic.
something.
Yeah, but
yeah, I know, man. But like,
but
you're
well,
fucking-
guys,
I don't
remember
know.
something. Your intestines are a lot bigger than you think. So if that shit spills out, you're tripping on it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, to hold it in, dude, and then to like run as much as they were, and then he's still fucking firing half the fucking time.
And that should
Like-
have been one of your first clues that he was turning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, because I guess it didn't really solidify more until you see, what was it, Ryan? Was that his name? Who's the dick commander that they picked up that turned into the werewolf first?
Oh, isn't it Ryan?
Yeah, Captain Ryan. Yeah.
Captain Ryan. Yeah, it was more so like when you kind of figure out like he's like, it's like oh, but yeah, man. Anyways, what else we got, Chad? Let's keep spreading.
So, like I said, Sean Pertz, we asked Neil Marshall if we could have a few drinks before shooting the scene where his character, Sergeant Wells, gets drunk and bandaged up, and the director said yes. I don't know how many a few was, but it's way more authentic drunk acting than you often get in movies, so I was happy with that.
I would, yeah, 100%.
Especially when he was telling him he loved him. That is a very drunk guy thing to do.
I forgot.
I love you, man.
I wonder how much he did drink for that scene.
It doesn't say.
I bet
Like-
you had to have a half a bottle or something. I would bet half a bottle.
I mean,
Maybe
he seemed
more.
pretty sloshed.
For him
Maybe the
not
whole-
to feel that punch to the nose,
Then a whole bottle.
he had to have been sloshed.
Whole bottle?
I think.
I bet you a whole bottle. What I want
I
to know
would
is
say.
what is it of? I'm curious about that one day.
Probably not 151, but maybe like I don't know. Give me something around 100 proof. Go around 100. I'll say that.
I think the famous.
I feel like
grouse
because that,
is-
and I understand he's an actor, but that dude still looks like he could like drink.
He's British
Yeah.
too, so
It was
you know.
probably
Yeah, you know
whiskey.
what I mean.
It was probably some kind of whiskey.
All right,
it was probably the Scotch famous grouse because that's where it came from.
there you go.
It's good shit. Not that
What
bad.
else we got, Chad Daddy?
Kevin McKidd cracked a rib in the first few days of shooting, but he hid it from Marshall for fear of being replaced. He eventually decided the pain was too much and revealed the injury, at which point Marshall replaced him with Jason Statham, who turned it down due to his commitment and scheduling conflicts with Ghost of Mars. McKidd was rehired after his injury healed up.
Okay, so if I were, man, and I love John Carpenter, I do.
I hate Ghost of Mars.
But if I'm gonna
That's-
watch
yeah.
this or Ghost of Mars, I'm going this all fucking day long.
Well, yeah, but think about it though. Carpenter was at the time still a prominent name. You're not going to turn down a
Yeah, but that
minute
movie
to work
sucked
with him.
ass.
Well, yeah,
Listen,
but
man,
if you're an actor though, and that's what you get though, you get a moment to work with.
Ice Cube
great
couldn't even
director,
save that
though.
shit, dude.
You know,
Mm-mm.
I'm not saying the movie's good. I'm thinking in terms of
He couldn't even make
Carpenter. I'm going to work with. I don't know about you, but if he offered me Ghost of Mars and I was, a
Yeah,
bitch,
I don't
I'd be
think
like,
I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
have turned it down.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
With
listen,
Carpenter,
dude.
yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
money.
Oh, did Johnny
What happened?
freeze?
Oh shit! Yeah,
Oh shit! Damn,
Take a
he
picture,
bugged
take a
down
picture,
to
take a-
red.
It's gone.
Oh
he-
my god!
wow,
Wow, that never
John,
happens.
you're never in the red.
Weird.
All we heard was "Yeek."
Yeah, you were just like, oh shit. Okay.
What the fuck? All right, back
There we
All
go.
right.
You're back to the green.
in the, that was weird. Yeah, I actually had something pop down. It said we were having problems with one of our servers, so maybe we got kicked
That
off or
happens.
something.
Yeah, that happens to me. No, that's your internet dropping
No,
because that happens to me every time. Mine. Yeah,
That's that's nothing new.
that's nothing.
I
Don't
got
say
scared.
the name.
I got
Don't
scared for a
say
second.
the name.
That's just Mary Lou.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's just
Ah.
Mary Lou up to her old tricks again.
She's like, I finally got you.
But we
Mary
could
Lou was
talk
a
about Carpenter and Ghosts of Mars later. Continue on.
There is a clock on the wall in some scenes that almost guaranteed continuity issues, so Neil Marshall smashed it to ensure the hands were always in the same spot and thereby not causing problems.
Nice,
Ah,
Like
very
it.
smart. Yep.
That's yeah.
Neil Marshall stated in an audio commentary for Dog Soldiers that the moment in the film when Megan cuts her hand on a shard of glass was meant to be a setup for a second sequel about werewolf DNA, which would complete a planned trilogy. However, he added the planned sequels probably amount to nothing now.
Damn.
Well, fuck. Trilogy, though.
Yes, the second one was the original plan, and we'll save that. I'll get to that.
Okay.
So of course the line "There is no spoon" is a nod to The Matrix.
Yeah, I hated it. I hated it. It was so like, really? Really? I was like, God damn it. It was a bad dad joke. Like, I appreciate it.
It was.
But at the
It
same
was a very
time,
bad joke. Yeah.
There is no spoon. Anyways, Chad Daddy, what else we got, buddy?
Okay, so he's constantly asked about a sequel, but he says he can fairly say that it's never going to happen. He had a whole trilogy plan, but it was never up to him anyways. The rights don't belong to him. His own sequel plans alternated between Cooper battling more werewolves or facing off against other supernatural creatures. Instead, I'll just skip. Where was that at? The never produced sequel would have been about Cooper being locked up in a mental institution as part of a cover-up by the British government, only for Cooper to discover that a werewolf was already inside of the asylum. The camper, played by Craig Conway from the beginning of the original, had actually survived his encounter, but had been turned into a werewolf, turning numerous inmates, doctors, and nurses into werewolves, forcing Cooper and the surviving inmates and staff to fend off the new pack.
They didn't want to make that?
It wasn't up to him.
Damn.
God, they suck.
That would have been good.
That would have been
cool.
Yeah, that would have been.
At the
wicked.
same time, I like the idea of him fighting other monsters because of what the girl even said. She's like, well, now that you know this, now it kind of makes you wonder what else is out there. So it's like they already leave it. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
I think I guys told you this. There's that Bigfoot movie called Big Legend, dude, and that's where it goes at the end of this. And there's supposed to be a sequel coming out, but yeah, that was very Bigfoot, but Predator. It was cheese.
Was it good cheese?
I enjoyed it. It was good cheese. I thought it was decent cheese. I don't think it was like Moe's queso. Well, that's not even that good cheese. So maybe it was Moe's queso.
Yeah, wait a minute.
It was good enough to
Chili's
think it was good.
queso.
Have I had Chili's queso? I don't know if I've had
I
Chili's
love Chili's queso.
queso. Yeah?
It is not authentic at all, but I fucking love it.
So my wife didn't want to go, but where we were out at that fucking theme park, we were driving through this town, and there's like all the main fucking bullshit joints of like Chili's and all that shit like that. But then there's this place, dude, and it's this tiny little building. It looks like this just throwaway like it's a mom and pop joint, dude, and it's literally just called That Taco Place. And I'm like,
fuck
let's
yeah.
go there.
That sounds like a great
Yep.
place.
And she's like, no. And I was like, dude, I'm telling you, that place probably has the best fucking tacos straight up.
Yep.
And I'm like, just because of the name, I need to go. We never did, but I want to. Like, next time I go out there, I just want to go to That Taco Place. I feel like if that was down in Pennsylvania when we were all together, that's where we would have ended up.
Oh yeah, no joke.
Yeah, because that one place was kind of
Yeah.
It was okay.
It was not. Not when you've
No.
had real Mexican food. It was not okay.
Fair enough. Hey man, I was starving, so I'm just saying.
Don't get me wrong.
We
I
all
was
were.
starving too, and I fucking powered through it. But that was fucking horrible. Come to Texas.
The salt pretzels at the con were much better.
Hey man, you guys got some good from Manny Brothers at least.
Yo,
That's
we did.
true. We did.
Oh,
That was delish.
Sorry,
All right.
buddy.
Chad Daddy, what else we got, buddy?
Megan says that the werewolves are kind to people in human form, but it's most likely a lie because the stew in the cottage that the soldiers eat is described as tasting like pork. Towards the end of the film, the corpse-filled cellar seems disturbingly like a meat larder, and real-life cannibals have commonly reported that human meat tastes like pork. This works two ways. It reveals that the werewolf family, when in human form, were not only hiding their victims' bodies around their house, but were also cooking and eating them, and it indicates the soldiers were unknowingly eating human stew.
The fact that serial killers are just like, yeah, it tastes like pork. It's like, okay.
So
Not that I'm
yeah, dude,
surprised.
and that's even more fucked up than the fact that they're on the serial killer level, because it's one thing if they're just eating as they turn into werewolves, so that's the only time they eat people.
Yeah. But now the fact that you're literally hanging meat in your locker.
Or are they
eating.
turning every time? Well, no, probably not, because obviously the girl doesn't.
If humans taste like pork,
Long pig.
could you make human bacon?
Why not?
Yeah,
What would you make it out of?
yeah.
Would you make it out of the buttocks?
I don't know.
Or it depends on the.
Where do you make the bacon out of? Other pig? Hold on.
I'm
This
pretty
has
sure-
nothing to do with
Bacon's the
pork.
belly.
at
Well,
all.
yeah, wait a minute,
It's
wait,
the
yeah,
belly, the pork belly.
Yeah, it's
belly.
called pork belly for a reason.
All right, so
That would be-
Pork
Human
belly
belly.
isn't. Pork belly is not technically bacon. It has to be cured to be
Yeah.
bacon.
okay. So on me, yes. On some other people, probably no.
For me, it would
think-
probably
I
be the
think-
ass.
I think on the plumper individual, yes.
So I would be tasty bacon.
I love how we're talking about human bacon.
Tasty
I would be like, eat
chupacabra.
I would literally just be like, eat my
This is
ass.
what happens when you get to episode 199, bro.
Yeah, we're getting fucking weird with it, baby.
Like, we are going to waste your time talking about making bacon out of humans.
But next thing you know, you start getting some messages that is like, guys, I think we got to talk.
Nah, man, because that's just a whole different podcast there where you just interject.
Wait. Why is the FBI calling me?
Hey, anybody know why there's 10 cops outside my door?
People like they've discovered the secret to bacon. Oscar Mayer. All right.
His wiener.
So, multiple aliens callbacks, a group of soldiers under siege by a feral yet still intelligent creatures that they were no way prepared for. The line about short controlled bursts is a direct copy. I'm surprised none of you picked that up. I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
When the power goes out in the farmhouse, there's the exchange. They shut down the power. Why would they do that? A near identical quote. So that they cut the power a bit from aliens. Plus, the penultimate fight kicks off with the soldiers deciding to either interrogate or kill the character with the most knowledge of the situation.
True to that. So the short controlled burst pissed me off because nobody fucking did short controlled
No,
burst.
at all.
all.
Nobody did. Nobody. Not
Short
one
controlled burst?
motherfucker.
What's that? Ah! Like,
No.
Even the dude with the shotgun was just like bang, 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 bang.
right? He's just fucking pumping them out, dude. Like, oh my god. That dude was pretty sweet though. Great lines though. I'm glad
Yes.
yeah. Fantastic. What else we got, Daddy?
Originally, Spoon's on-screen death was being ripped in two by the werewolves, but it was cut to what we see in the film because Neil Marshall didn't think the audience would be able to handle such a graphic death to such a well-loved character. Even Marshall felt that seeing him torn in half with his innards spilling out across the floor would have killed the high of his punchline, "I hope I give you the shits."
No.
No, I want to see it.
I
think
wanted it.
yeah.
Maybe we're just fucked up in the head, but yeah, I want it.
No,
Well,
I think everybody would want to see that.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
'cause
was a great line though.
It would have been a lot like Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
You know, I hope you
Yeah.
choke on them.
Yeah, pretty much. Good call.
And
What else?
finally, despite what Cooper says, superglue was not developed for medical use during the Vietnam War. It was first created in the 1940s as a
Wow.
strong glue, but the original formula often caused skin irritation. Because of its strength when bonding skin, a spray version with a slightly different formula, which didn't cause irritation, was developed for medical use in Vietnam.
Right
Ah.
on.
I was gonna
There
say,
you go.
dude, super glue on your fingers is literally the fucking devil.
Bro.
Like,
I've
yeah,
yeah.
You have to sit there and,
Ah, like, yeah, and then you get that
you-
hard callus feel like,
yeah,
oh,
and
for
you
like
gotta like
24
scratch it off.
hours.
Yeah.
Scratch it off, or you take a razor, and you're just like,
Fuck
Or
that, dude.
you
I
could-
use rubbing
or you-
alcohol, man.
Or you could just use chemistry and put acetone / nail polish remover on it.
That's too much work.
That's right. All right, gentlemen. So is that all the behind the
That's-
scenes?
That is.
All right, we'll close them cheeks. Whoop. All right.
sew them back up.
Yeah, nice little pat.
Super glue.
And move it on. Oh no. No.
Oh God,
No, that'd be bad.
That's a bad day waiting to happen.
That would hurt.
That is human
So
centipede
bad,
level. That's
dude, to,
terrible.
Well,
to
that's
rip.
that's what Emilio Estevez did to earn detention.
That's what I was about to say. What movie was that from?
That was
What the fuck
Breakfast
was
Club.
that from? Breakfast Club. Yep.
Oh fuck, dude.
That's-
Ouch.
That just flashed images of human centipede where he's like, "I'm sorry," and her
Well,
mouth
I
is-
won't watch that. Won't watch
Oh,
that.
the 1st
I've only
one is
seen the
so
first
great.
one. I never see the second. Or
They get
third.
weird. Like the third one's
It's-
weird as
Well, this was like the second one was meta, and then the third one was like meta or something.
Yeah, it was like
bullshit.
super
I was like, what?
fucking meta, and it's like the little fat guy that's like the main guy. He's fucking
From the
weird.
second one, like
He's
yeah.
weird. He's so fucking like I can't watch it without.
What was
getting
it? Because like in the
grossed out.
second one, he plays a doctor, but in the third one, he's the actor that played
Yeah,
the doctor,
played the
or
doctor.
something. But
Yeah.
they need him to play the role. Yeah, it's fucking. I don't know. It was,
That's
Anyways.
bizarre.
anyways, gentlemen, what format did you all watch this on?
Prime.
Stars.
Yeah, Stars
Blu-ray.
on demand.
I was gonna say on demand.
So
I had
that's two, Chad.
There you go. Nope, I had the physical. Thank you, Dollar Tree. Douche
Dollar
of the
Tree.
film. That's right. Douche of the film.
Oh,
You
The
know what?
girl.
I'm
The
gonna have
girl.
to say.
Definitely
I was
the
gonna
girl.
say.
girl.
I was gonna say Ryan,
Yeah,
'Cause he's a
I was
dog
thinking him
killer?
first.
but the girl is
Megan.
definitely the.
Fuck her.
Come on, the girl
Yeah.
led them all in there, knowing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
very
know.
well.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but she had to. That was her part.
She
that
was leading them to the slaughter.
Just like Trick or Treat.
Lambs to the slaughter.
Like, how do you not see the side eye? How? That was
Because
that
they're all just, Stugats in the head.
Was it fourth wall break? Was that just like only it was for us? All right. So, favorite kill of dog soldiers.
Oh God.
Favorite
I
kill.
like, and it really didn't show much, but I liked the van kill when he's backing the
Yeah.
van up and he's like, he fucking runs back there to fucking, and then all you just see is fucking blood splatter.
Dude, that was very Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
Loved it.
You're
Yeah.
right behind me, aren't you?
Yeah,
That's right.
I agree with Steve on that because I also love the aftermath. They open it and all you see is literally
he's
this
just fucking blood,
blood
in
just
him.
pour out. So I agree with Steve on that one.
That was
Soldier
a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah,
That was a
I
good
think
one.
I'd agree with that.
Hmm.
But the close second is fuck nuts getting impaled on the tree.
Bro, that was some definite
That was quick.
was it Jesus fuck, what the hell's the movie? Tyler or Tucker and Dale. That was
Yeah.
my instantaneous. I was like, oh dude, he Tucker and Daled himself. I'm like, holy fuck. But he didn't. He didn't even get to die. The werewolf was like, no, my kill. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a good one as well. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one as my favorite, actually.
I mean, yeah, because Sarge, he technically doesn't die because he turns into a werewolf and then they blow up the house. So that's kind of like, who else we got? Spoon. Spoon just got like ripped apart, right?
Yeah, and it was all
Like,
off
we-
screen. Like you see them
Yeah.
eating him, and that's it.
Yeah, you just see intestines. Fuck, dude. I don't know, man. I want the kill that you told me that we were supposed to get with Spoon. Honestly,
That would have
best
been nice.
potential kill. I might have to go with the Jurassic Park kill though. The van. It was very Dilophosaurus, and I'm all about that.
Yes.
That's made me remind me of Newman, and we'll continue on with that.
Newman.
That's right.
Newman.
All righty, gentlemen. So best scene.
That's easy for me. I got to go with what Brody said. The monologue with the Sarge.
Oh, that was fantastic, dude. And do a great jump scare either. And also, I should say.
Yeah, it was just a really riveting story.
I would have to say
I'll go with that. I'll agree with you on that, Chad.
I'll put that as my second, but since I like it a lot, obviously, but I also like it when the guys were inside the wall of the house and he's like, and he shoots the floor out from underneath him from that moment forward.
Ooh.
I like that. Well, I mean, I like the whole movie, but I like the fact that he's like, shut up, do that, and he just goes, shh.
Okay, I just have I just have a big problem with that scene, and that's because I watched the MythBusters episode.
About
they
doing
tried to
that, yeah.
Yeah, and you can't do it. It's impossible.
No, it's just whatever, dude. It's a movie. It's all there. Let's see. Best scene. I'm gonna have to say, like, when the werewolf comes in and attacks the Sarge after they like kind of bandaged him up a little bit, because that was like the first like full frontal of the werewolf,
Yeah, it was.
and like you just see how fucking massive and like kind of weird they are. Like I don't know, like I like how they're like almost hairless and some like they almost look like coyotes to me more than like wolves. I don't know why.
Coyotes with mange.
Yeah, like they're skinwalkers, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with that scene, dude. Like the bedroom encounter, I guess I'll label it as. All right.
Right on.
So opening scene, did it hook you in?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, that was the tent murder, right?
Campers
Yeah.
getting attacked.
Tent murder.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Go for the fly, dude. All right, that's a scary scene.
Yes,
Telling
it
me
is.
if you are not in a tent and you saw your zipper going up like that, you wouldn't be shitting your fucking pants, dude.
Yes.
I'd be screaming.
Like you're in a tent. It's fucking fabric. Like your best bet at that point, instead of just like waiting for the zipper to go up, is literally just stand up and tackle the motherfucker through the tent. You know, not that you know what it is, but still, like something. I don't know.
That was definitely one of the most scariest moments. But there's one thing that bothered me about that moment.
Go
That man did not scream one bit. I don't know about you guys. I'd be screaming like a fucking girl.
I think he was in
would be
shock.
like,
he's probably in
I'd be like-
shock more than anything.
Yeah, I'd be in shock. Like, I'm sorry. I talk a lot of shit, but if I saw a giant fucking werewolf,
I mean, you're doing tug of werewolf with your wife or girlfriend. I think it was girlfriend, maybe, with a werewolf. So, like, and then she gets fucking splattered. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's fucking crazy. All right, gentlemen, let's see. What do we got? Most attractive character.
You got, even though she was
Yeah,
douche in the movie, you got to give it to the girl.
Megan.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was really cute, and she did not have a bra on.
fair and true. And then I think for dude wise, I'd have to give it to our main guy who's in Grey's Anatomy.
Definitely.
You know, I gotta say he's still a good looking guy too, because the wife watches it frequently. He's still on.
You know, it's funny is like I don't watch that show, the wife does, but I do remember see the episode, like randomly enough, I watched it where he came in.
Mhm.
And that's how I was just like, when I was watching, I was like, wait a minute, isn't he in Grey's Anatomy? And I was like, because he did a pen trachea on somebody.
Yeah,
still remember.
Yeah, he
used
does
to-
the fucking pen trachea. Yeah.
I'm so disappointed because I did watch the earlier seasons with the wife more than the later seasons. And the early seasons, there was a lot of comedy.
Oh, word.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent show to watch, and it just kind of evolved into something else.
I mean, if you guys want, I'll just watch Scrubs with you.
Oh, I love Scrubs.
Yeah, absolutely.
All but the last season. All but the last season. Last season was kind of, yeah.
I was also more of a House person. I love House.
Bob, you seem a little
Yeah,
delayed.
he's laggy.
Yeah, a little
It's
laggy, a little delayed.
Fuck.
Yeah, a little-
Okay, I
Yeah,
thought it was
literally.
just me seeing that because
Like
sometimes
you're
No,
part of
I-
the timeline. Your part of the timeline hasn't caught up with us yet.
Word.
Well,
Bobby
am I-
refresh.
again?
Yeah,
He's a
you're
little
all, like
he's
crackly
staticky too.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah, like what the fuck?
refresh, buddy.
Bobby's
We'll wait
got
till he
internet
gets-
trolls, dude. Internet
I think
trolls,
it's my fault.
because you
I
said
conjured her.
Mary Lou.
I conjured her.
right? Fucking right,
That
dude.
bitch is still
Mary
fucking with us.
Lou who is what I'm saying. Mary Lou who.
Man, I'm still disappointed we have not gotten the Blu-ray of that at all.
And do we have a Bob at Heat? Bob?
No.
Better.
Hey!
All right. And now we got a little switcheroo. Thanks, Steve. So, all right, gentlemen, where the hell were we fucking at on this? Jesus
We
Christ.
are
we just
Oh,
finished
score.
Most Attractive.
Score.
Yeah, I would say
It
I
did,
don't- not-
but
it's
it
not
sounded
Not very memorable.
it sounded very sci-fi-ish, like Sci-Fi Channel.
yeah, but at the same time, I feel like it kind of works with it.
Kind of, yeah.
At least for me, it did. I don't know.
I
Maybe
mean,
not for y'all. That's
Honestly,
fine.
this was the one time I'm not paying attention to the score if it set the mood. The movie itself set the mood, so I really didn't pay attention to it.
I just feel like it had the fast tempos going on for like the running scenes. You know what I mean? Like it felt like an action movie. Like
Yeah.
so that's why I would say, yeah, it works, dude.
Yeah,
it feels
I
just
think it
like
works.
a generic B action movie
Yeah.
score. There was actually one spot, and I wish I wrote it down in particular, but it almost sounded like some music from Predator, but I can't remember
I
exactly.
think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say it was one of the POV shots from the werewolf cub chasing them.
I think I know what you mean too.
Yeah. All right. So best song.
I don't think there
fucking
was
one.
No.
Like she played a song on the piano, but there was no like.
No,
Oh, yeah.
there's
Yeah, right. Name that song.
Name
What
that
do
tune.
All right. So, favorite character.
Sarge.
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
Sarge.
Oh yeah, dude.
Sarge.
Sarge is fantastic.
Sarge was
Sarge.
great.
Yeah.
Not even a question.
And I'm gonna give it up to Spoon for some
Spoon.
last minute excellent dialogue.
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
to
Yes.
Spoon.
For I hope I give you the shits. That is fantastic. I hope I give you flaming hot fucking like Taki shits, dude. Like just fucking,
Oh, that's terrible. Those are
yeah.
the worst. Those are the worst.
I mean the best. All right, gentlemen. So was it scary?
Okay, I was originally going to say no until we started talking about the opening scene with the inside the tent.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was
gonna
scary.
say that
That's-
was that.
But
that's the scare moment.
in
hold on
particular.
though. That's a
That scene in
scary
particular.
real life situation.
Right.
But does it make the movie scary?
No, but
No.
that scene definitely was.
Yes.
Which also has to point out that they do retain some of their human intelligence if
Yeah, to
they
be
used
able
a
to
zipper
unzip
versus
it,
just
yeah.
ripping right through.
Oh yeah. I don't know, man. That's, fuck, dude. Fuck that.
I'd say it was scary.
Scary enough.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just the whole isolation factor.
It
Like
was
knowing you were out there.
scary-ish.
Yeah,
Scary-ish.
scary-ish, but yeah, that's all I got for that one. Actually,
I want to just I still needed a werewolf transformation though. That's
yeah,
I feel like we needed it. Not that we were gonna get it. Anyways, does it hold up today?
yes,
Yeah, I think
But-
so.
Yes,
yeah,
ish.
yes, but
Yes, ish.
I would change some quality control, but I'm sure they will with the 4K. But that's a whole different thing.
Right. I was gonna say now that we're getting a 4K, I'm gonna say a full yes on that.
Holds up today, but I hope that 4K we get that deleted scene if it even exists.
I don't think it exists.
it didn't. I thought
I
that
don't
was
think
just
it
a
does.
Oh, they
straight
didn't.
up no.
No.
Oh,
All right.
fuckers!
But yeah, man. I mean, it's 2002. It's not even that old. I just, like I said earlier, I feel like a lot of it was kind of shot maybe guerrilla style, or at least it felt like that to me. But
Yeah, because it
also
felt
kinda-
like an older movie.
Mhm.
right.
Yeah,
Like you could easily place this like 90s. You're like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
2002.
Totally
You're like,
90s,
oh
yeah.
shit. But I was fine with it, dude. Like I still fucking loved it. All right. So acting. I would say
Acting was
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
It was good. It was actually really good.
yeah.
Didn't see many like there was nobody really hamming it in.
No, everybody.
Well, except for her
played it
when she
perfect.
was.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
the
yeah,
side
that's-
eye ham was pretty.
That was
That was
terrible.
thick. It was thick. It's just
That's
laid out a
what
So
little
she
bit.
thick you
said.
could cut it with a knife.
That's right.
Thick as Bobby.
Damn. I ain't nothing thicker than Bobby.
That's a mouthful. Anyway,
That's
That's
two
what she
mouthfuls. Okay.
cinematography.
It's
That's
kind of
good.
hard to judge. It's kind of hard to judge because of how dark the copy is.
Yeah.
Until we get a proper 4K restoration, it's really
I
hard
mean-
to judge. As far as like if you want to consider how claustrophobic it felt, you could tell it definitely felt like you were
Yeah.
in this small confined house with them. Then yeah, I would say it was pretty good.
That you know, I would have to mention, like Brody said, with the well, they're not like their night vision essentially.
Yeah.
Like you get to see all that. I did
That
like
was
some of the
pretty cool. I
POV
like that.
shots. I like the side angle shots of the face, dude, because that's always the biggest thing of the werewolf, dude. You know what I mean? You want to see that snout and shit kind of coming in. And very good Aliens feel. That was more Aliens 3 though, not Aliens, I guess.
Yeah, I would say it's good. I just want to see it on a better when the 4K.
Right, you just want to see cleaner quality.
You actually did get that shot in Aliens once or twice.
You did,
You
you're right,
got-
you're right.
You got it right before Burke and in the dropship.
Can we just talk about, dude, like Burke's death as a douche in any movie is one of the most satisfying like douche deaths.
That is not his death though,
That's true.
because he got cocooned, and in a deleted scene and in the book, Ripley finds him cocooned up, and he says how he can feel it inside him, and she gives him a grenade, and he blows himself up.
Well, but that's the book though. I didn't read that. So
But that was a deleted scene. It was actually filmed too.
oh,
but
was it?
but they didn't put it into the special edition for some reason.
Of course.
I mean, like, I wish that motherfucker honestly got the spear tail like up through the chin and through the head, but obviously
That
that'd be
would've
a
been
little bit
nice.
more nowadays.
I just wish
Alien
they
stuff.
would have showed that the tip of the tail. It full of venom, and that's how they can cocoon people.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Sweet. All right. Well, back to werewolves. Did you like the premise?
Love
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Hell yeah, dude. Give
Love me a
fucking-
good werewolf movie.
Yeah, great werewolf movie. Werewolf action movie, dude.
Yeah.
Like army guys versus werewolves. That's all you need to tell me, and I am sold. Like, all right, cool. It is aliens, but I definitely would throw in Predator.
Especially the scene
Yeah.
where they find the deserted camp.
Yeah.
But my problem is,
definitely.
and I feel like even on the cover of my Blu-ray, and I really wish I brought it down to fucking like verify, but it even like throws in Jaws on that list, and I'm like, where the fuck are we going with Jaws? And maybe like you guys mentioned, maybe it's because the monologue was like
monologue.
Quince.
Mhm.
Maybe that's where we're going with it. I don't know. Maybe
I need
also because
to-
of the isolation, like the desert, like
You're
Out
stuck
in
out in
the-
the ocean. They're stuck out in the,
stuck in the woods. Yeah, I don't.
Could
Maybe
be.
it was just a weird. Like I was like, I don't get the Jaws thing, but until you guys mentioned that earlier. All right, gentlemen. So recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
Rewind.
I'm gonna rewind this
Rewind.
shit,
Rewind all
and
day.
I want to watch it in 4K.
Rewind and give us those goddamn sequels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be
especially
nice.
that. Yeah.
That would be nice. All right, Brody started us off with a 4.5, so
Yes,
he
he did.
started at the bar high. Bob, what do you got?
4.3 actually.
4-point trace. All right, Cuba,
I'm gonna go 4.5.
5. Chad Daddy.
I want to give it a 4.5, but I also want to go a little lower just because of how bad the quality is. But story-wise, I'll just stick with my 4.5.
Okay. And I don't think I'm going to go as high as a 4.5, but I definitely think it's higher than a 4. So I'm going to go with a 4.25.
All right.
Okay.
And let's see what that bitch fucking rate that. Do. We have a 4.4 for 2002's Dog Soldiers.
Very nice.
Not too
Alrighty.
shabby.
So this brings us to the big announcement.
The
which
loaded
here-
nerd news. Okay, but first, before we get into the obvious elephant in the room that is San Diego Comic-Con, I just like
No.
I would just like to say today that it was posted on bloodydisgusting.com. Bruce Campbell teases that an Ash vs. Evil Dead animated series is being discussed.
Mhm.
Shut up.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
He said he brought this up at Comic-Con. They asked if there have been any talks of continuing this series, and he said yes, as an animated series, pick up right where the show left off. You can do the future a lot easier in animation. He said he still sounds like Ash, and his voice hasn't been beat up as much as his body has, so he can still do that. So that's still a possibility, and he's also still doing the video game.
Give us more single player missions.
Yes.
Yes. I need more.
I need to get a system soon, so I'm working on it.
I
us
want
single-player
I
missions,
want
give
a
us-
full single player game, dude. Like it could be co-op where it's like just 2 player, but you get to, you know what I mean? Like you could be Pablo or what the fuck's her name? I'm forgetting. From Ash from Evil Dead
Jesus
there.
Christ. I forget her name.
I know. I'm
No,
brain farting right now.
not Ruby. Not Ruby.
No.
no.
Oh my God.
Right? I feel terrible right now. Shame. Anyways, but yeah, animated show sounds fucking fantastic, dude. I'm down for that. I'd be interested to see I'd be interested though in like the animation style. Cause like I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of hope it doesn't go cheaper like some kind of like animations go nowadays.
Kelly.
Thank you, Scoops. There you go. I don't know though, man. Like DC animation is pretty tits, but who would owns the rights to this? I guess
It would
Is
need
it
to be
Star still?
brutal. It would have to be
I-
like Metalocalypse.
Ooh.
I would kind of like to see it animated in the style that they used for the Hellboy animated movies.
I don't like that like blocky, big chin.
You don't think that would work though?
I don't know. I mean, it might.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I want like DC animation level style, dude. Like, but gory. So like, what was it like the Constantine movie and shit, dude? Those were dope. So we'll do the we skipped over it, but we'll do the next episode announcement at the very end of this episode.
Yes.
But continuing on with nerd news, I know you guys had a lot coming
Well-
from what was it, Hall H?
Yes, Hall H. So we're going to talk
take it
about
away.
the elephant in the room.
Wait.
Is
Wait, before you talk about all the awesome shit Marvel's given us, Chad, I need you to give us the awesome list that DC's given us. Like you said it in the chat. Come on, give it to us, Chad.
okay.
What is
So
Sam
Marvel
and
gave,
Dark-
us, Marvel gave us this whole nice list. They laid out the end of Phase 4, Phase 5, Phase 6, everything you could ask for, and DC said, "We've got Shazam and Evil Shazam."
Yeah.
And that's enough for DC. Let's move on to Marvel, baby.
Yeah, literally, that's all they had. And they even waited till the very last minute, the very last day, to announce their animated movies, which, what's Netflix known for. But
I do love their animated movies, but like I said earlier, man, that's not the shit that makes the money.
Nope.
no, that's not gonna keep the lights on. So Marvel revealed first off that Phase 4 ends with She-Hulk and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which we got a very, very tear-jerking trailer for.
I did
Yes.
not watch that yet.
It
does not reveal much,
amazing.
but it does confirm that Atlantis is the villain with Namor.
Namor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Namor?
Namor.
How do
Namor.
I would say
Okay.
Namor.
Okay.
So that ends, and then Phase 5 begins, and it goes in this order. We have Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania. I believe that comes out in March.
Which
the villains,
MODOK was confirmed. For
MODOK
villain.
Yep.
was confirmed, and I believe it's still Patton Oswalt doing the voice.
That's gonna be great.
Fuck off. Is it really?
I believe
fucking
so.
hope so. That's fucking great.
Now, do you hate MODOK, don't you?
I do. I hate MODOK with a passion. Like he's a stupid
I'm
character.
very interested to see how they're gonna bring him in for the MCU. I don't know, man. I don't know if I hate him, but I don't like care for
I don't
him
understand
either,
why
dude.
people have this love for him. He's just a big giant head.
He's just a giant fucking head with tiny little hands and legs. Dude. Like I don't know.
Sounds like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, tiny hands.
And also, Bill Murray is in Ant-Man and Wasp, but
Yep.
they haven't said who he's playing. He
I
could
hope
just
he's
be
a villain.
himself. I hope he's just himself.
I would just like to see him there.
What if he's something like he was? What the fuck was it, dude? Get Smart. That was one of his best.
Oh,
roles. I
yeah.
fucking love that dude. Where he's hiding in the tree, and he's just. Please tell me you've seen that.
Never
I
seen
have.
it.
No. So Get Smart with Steve Carell, dude. It's actually pretty fucking funny. But yeah, like Bill Murray just plays this one little side role, and he's a side agent, and he's hiding in a fucking tree, and he's just like. He's really lonely and he doesn't want what's his name to fucking leave him. And he's like, hey man, he's like, nobody really comes around and talks to me. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, I'm gonna go now. He's like, okay, but please don't cover my face. He's like, okay. It's so weird, dude. I don't know. Sorry. Randomness. Keep going.
Okay, so after that, we have Secret Invasion will be the next Marvel property.
Ooh.
Then the next film
Is that Black
Guardians-
Suit Spider-Man?
No. No, this is Secret Invasion. It's the
That's
Skrulls.
Secret.
Scrolls.
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm thinking
Secret Invasion is the Skrulls.
Secret
You're thinking
Wars.
of the one Secret War.
War. Secret
Yeah.
War. Thank you.
Okay, then after that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. High Evolutionary was confirmed over the weekend as the villain
Yep.
of the film. Like, the dude came out in full costume and everything. By the way, Quantumania and Guardians Volume 3 both had trailers that were shown at the con behind closed doors.
Really?
Fuckers.
I saw part of the Quantumanium trailer.
Same, but it's... And James Gunn said the reason he's not releasing the Guardians trailer yet is because the visual effects aren't up to his standards.
Oh.
All right,
Yes.
fair enough.
All right.
Then after that is the Echo series.
What is that? I do not know that.
She's
Did
one of
you
the
wa-
villains.
she was in
from,
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. She's like Kingpin's niece or some shit.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, and that's followed by Loki season 2.
Sweetness.
The Marvels will be the next film after that.
Okay. I haven't watched Ms. Marvel yet, so I don't.
Then there's the
understand.
I haven't either. Then there's the Ironheart series, which she makes her first appearance in Wakanda Forever.
Sweet. I'm excited for that one.
And then the big one you're waiting for, Big Johnny D. They just announced it'll be out in November. The Blade movie.
Some motherfuckers always, if they don't fucking use the line, some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. I'm gonna be very upset.
Now everything that I mentioned is all 2023. So 2023
Blade will get pushed back to 2024.
I think it might.
Dude.
Then there's also Agatha, Coven of
I don't
Chaos.
want it to.
I think that might also be 2023, but that might be early 2024. Then the other big news was Daredevil Born Again, which
unlike old school yellow suit. What up?
And unlike most Marvel Disney Plus series, it gets a full 18 episodes.
18
series.
fucking episodes.
Oh, and by the way, did you see the She-Hulk trailer?
Yes, it looks way better.
Daredevil.
Way better.
Daredevil.
And Daredevil is at the end of the trailer. You see him like jump over her.
That's where you see his yellow suit, right?
No, it's his red suit.
It's a new suit. It's a new suit.
Red. It's the red and yellow. They showed it.
I didn't see yellow on it. I just saw red.
I just saw red. He might transition into it. But what they showed was red.
Okay.
I did not watch the trailer.
I thought it showed. I thought you saw some yellow on the arm, on the forearm still, but maybe not.
I'll have to go back and look, but I don't think
I'll go back and watch, but I don't think so.
Fair enough. No, I'll take your word for it.
Then the two closing out Marvel Phase 5, which one we kind of knew about, and one we got Captain America: New World Order, which will be Sam. And closing out Phase 5 is the Thunderbolts movie, which I'm pretty excited for.
I know nothing of Thunderbolts. So.
Okay, so in the comics, the Thunderbolts were the masters of evil disguised as heroes. They were villains disguised as heroes. They were attempting to take over the world. So this is going to be a little bit different. What they think is going to be is a redemption for the heroes, which is what the series evolved into after Hawkeye got involved.
Oh.
All right.
But the lineup is supposed to be like Baron Zemo, or Zemo as he is.
Oh, yeah, isn't it? What was it? Baron Zemo?
U.S. Agent.
U.S. Agent.
Was it the one chick from X-Men, dude? Like, the chick that can do diamonds?
Emma Frost?
Yeah, wasn't she in it?
No.
No? Why did I fucking think? All right. I think I know who you're talking about, though. But anything else, Chad?
Then that closes out Phase 5, and then Phase 6...
Hot damn.
They only announced 3 movies, but they're big ones. It starts with Fantastic Four.
Titties.
Then there are 8 slots.
Wait.
Completely unannounced. Wait.
On Fantastic Four, though, did we announce last week what we got introduced for Fantastic Four? I know we talked about it in the chat.
I don't think we did on the show.
We have our potential lineup for Ben Grimm.
I still don't know if that's actually going to happen.
No?
I don't know.
It's potential. Okay, we'll say it's rumored, but it was oh my god, I'm gonna fucking brain fart now. What was it? He was in I Love You Man, wasn't it?
Jason Segel. That's it.
Jason Segel, yeah.
As Ben Grimm?
As Ben Grimm.
I can see that.
I hope he's just Ben Grimm and not the Thing, though.
Like, not yet, dude. I want to see him turn into the Thing. Like, we need our universe's Fantastic Four. Like,
yes, so Fantastic Four, and then everything else is blank. Which, by the way, one of them is probably going to be the Armor Wars series that was originally announced.
Yeah, because I want to say that was missing from...
That was missing, and What If Season 2 is also missing.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's going to be considered a phase because it's...
What's Armor Wars?
Armor Wars is War Machine.
Ooh, okay.
In the comics, Tony Stark was pissed off because everybody was stealing his armor. So he was hunting them down and taking his armor back.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. But then Phase 6 closes out, and I believe this is going to close out the MCU as we know it with Avengers Kang Dynasty, which will be Part 1, and then Part 2, Avengers Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for those the most.
Those both come out the same year. They come out with just months of each other.
That's
I'm just waiting for the X-Men, man. I need the fucking X-Men. Like,
that's
got to be blank spots. Blank spots, dude.
Blank spot where you're probably going to get X-Men. One of them's probably going to be Spider-Man 4.
Deadpool. Like, fuck.
Deadpool's going to have to be in there, too.
Yo, man. Listen, I'm happy at least we got, I wish it was like a trailer, but at least we got some cells for the new X-Men 97 cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't drop till like what, 2024?
Yeah.
Which
is it? I thought it was 2023.
Was it 2023? I think it might have
thought it
been
was
late
24.
2023 then, but I thought it said 2024, which I was like, that is very upsetting.
But did you see who was missing?
Charles.
Charles was missing.
Well, yeah,
Well,
but that's
because he
because
left.
they
He
they
went into space at the end of the
yeah,
series.
he was dying, and then that's when Magneto took over for the X-Men. So that's why Magneto.
And I love that they're using
fucking super
Magneto's
purple shirt, like
they're using his fucking 80s costume,
right? The fucking artist or the fucking mutant formerly known as Magneto, dude. Like straight up
Magnus.
going,
M on him.
Fucking big
right?
ol'
I
M.
love it, dude.
Okay,
Fucking coming in with the
so
sweet white hair.
So we covered the MCU and the DC animated movies that were announced, and it's going by the tomorrow. Oh, by the way, the whole saga now for phases 3, 4, or 4, 5, and 6 is called the Multiverse Saga.
Oh, speaking of multiverse, but also DC Multiverses officially dropped. It's up for $40. It looks awesome. I did not pick it up yet though, but I want to because I want to play fucking Iron Giant.
One of the announcements over the weekend for that was Rick and Morty will be in it.
I don't know, dude. I don't give a shit about any announcements until they tell me Austin Powers is in that shit, dude. When I get
that would be
Austin
cool.
Powers. Anyways, what else we got nerdy?
The DC animated movies they announced were Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham,
Okay,
The Legion of Superheroes,
all right.
Justice League War World. There's going to be a new Justice Society of America animated movie, and Jensen Ackles teased that he's working on a new Batman project.
Nice. I wonder if he's going to be Batman or if he's going to be Red Hood again.
He's going to be Batman.
Batman?
He said he's doing Batman, but he won't say what.
Sweet.
What the fuck, Heather?
That's disgusting.
Heather, seriously?
There's no reason to type that.
Yeah,
Okay,
at all.
I'll cover a couple more things, and then I'll let Bobby take over for the toy news. So the Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection, which collects all of the older Ninja Turtles games, was originally announced. It was originally supposed to come out at the end of the year. It's actually coming out August 31st.
Dun, 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 dun. Dude, I'm still not even done with Shredder's Revenge, man.
I still have. I've been waiting for the physical copy of that.
Dude, it's so good though. It's so.
I know.
Good.
I played it. So yeah, that comes out, and I told the wife that would make a really good birthday present because it comes out 2 days before mine.
There you go.
And the last bit I want to cover is this is nerd news for me. I don't know who else, but Disney Plus is interested in acquiring streaming rights for Doctor Who.
Oh,
I've tried watching Doctor Who, and I don't know, man.
I know
It
plenty of people
wasn't
who
my
are
bag
fans,
for some reason.
So.
If you can get through the first season of the reboot series 2005, it'll be worth it. A buddy of mine did the same thing, couldn't go through it. Now he's one of the biggest Whovians I know. The old stuff I can't sit through. It's boring. But the newer stuff's pretty cool.
So where would you suggest we start watching?
Yeah, so like the one season that you told me that I gotta.
You got to start with the Ninth Doctor because that's the one that I started with. He's my favorite. Some of the episodes, there's an episode called World War III, which was the first one I watched. I can't sit through now. It's fucking stupid. But it gets really, really good later on in that season. Because you got to pay attention because there's things in episodes that lays the groundwork for later episodes.
Word, makes sense. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't. I don't know which episodes. I can't even tell you what I tried to watch. But there's like, I watched like 3 different ones, dude, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know, man.
By the way, that just reminded me. I did have to turn on the captions for Dog Soldiers because I couldn't understand what the fuck they were saying.
Bro, I fucking loved it, and like some of the shit they were saying was fucking great, dude. I'm gonna start using Bone. Bone.
Okay, so that's my nerd news that I kind of droned on about. Bobby, give us some of that sweet action figure news.
Well, as we all know, San Diego Comic-Con just passed this past weekend. So jump right off the top. NECA has been killing it the past more than few years with some of their Ultimate figures, and us being big fans of the thing, they had the McReady figures come out, or as we call them, MacReady figures come out.
MacReady.
But so years back, Soto Toys had the Thing box set, which is McCready with the Thing dog, which I have sealed away downstairs. McFarlane had the Norris creature, and then it also had the Blair monster. Now NECA has announced, but it's official but unofficial because everybody, it's like here, I've looked everywhere else, it's only on Bloody Disgusting. They have announced that they're going to do Ultimate versions of the dog thing.
Mhm.
And from the picture, you're going to get the last form we see, which is it tentacled out. But you're also going to get the spider version of it, which is what we see as it starts to form over. So NECA has got two versions of that. And obviously the thing has been crazed lately because they just had it back in theaters. It's what?
Because it's the
40
anniversary. Yep,
It's
40th
40
anniversary.
years now.
By the way,
there.
people have been asking them, and these aren't the only thing monsters they're making.
No, they're not. And they have the Blair monster they could do. You could still technically do Palmer. He wasn't a full thing, but his face alone was one of them. So there's a whole bunch they could still do. They need to do their own Norris. They need to do their own Blair monster. So that's one thing from NECA. NECA also, now we are getting from the Universal Monsters, we're getting the Invisible Man. We are getting the Creature from the Black Lagoon. We are getting Dracula, which is going to be coming out. I think that might be before the end of the year, but
Yes.
that can all that all changes. So
That one, I think, that was slated for November.
Yeah, so it should be Q3, and then we're also going to get The Bride, which doesn't have a release date, but it was revealed at the show. So NECA's pumping those out with the Universal Monsters,
and that's not all. You get on their Twitter account; they are going all out Universal as much as they can. They're not dropping any names, but they said they've got a lot in the works.
Which means maybe one day with the Universal craze, they should do some Hammer ones.
Someone did ask about a Christopher Lee Dracula, and they said it's in the works.
I would say probably by middle of next year or end of next year.
Oh, Blackula.
Also, they also had their new Toonie Terrors. For the life of me, I know they have American Werewolf in London, the Halloween 3 children, and
Sweet.
I also think they have the version of the werewolf from American Werewolf in London. There's two others. I unfortunately could not find pictures of them. So unfortunately, I don't know what those are. And Mezco has also got coming out. It should be very, very soon. Also, another 40th anniversary for Halloween 3 is the Living Dead dolls.
Oh, nice.
Of the Halloween 3 ones. So those are coming. Other nerd news besides toys. Actually, I'll save that one for last. But I still did not see the movie yet, but I've been hearing rave reviews about it. The movie X. Now it's going to get a prequel, and it's going to be called Pearl. So I know this
wasn't that the 70s, like one set in the 70s or something like that.
It just came out a few months ago. Now it's
I
out
haven't
of
watched
theaters.
it, but I heard really good things.
I haven't watched it yet, but I figured that was worth mentioning because everybody who's saw it, I haven't heard really anything bad about it. So that's another one to look out for. And then another toy news, which was not at Toy Fair. I just found it before, so surprise to me, is that Walmart exclusive Halloween vinyl figure comes with Michael Myers in the orange tint of the original movie poster.
I did see that.
It's an Walmart exclusive. It actually looks pretty cool.
Fuck Walmart.
So I do not see a release date here, but I would assume it'll probably be just out in time for Halloween. I don't see why not. So that was in terms of nerd news and in toys, those were the big announcements.
There was a couple more that I'm surprised you didn't get to. The ET 40th anniversary figures.
I'm not a big ET fan, sorry, but yes,
that's all right.
NECA's doing, I think, like 3 versions or
ET
more.
Pro Bone.
They have the figure of the boy on the bike with ET in the basket, and then they also have a few others. Go ahead, you could say them.
Yeah, there's the one with an LED light up chest. There's one with where it's like just ET and like the blue flannel. There's another one. I mean, I love ETs when I was a kid. I haven't seen it in like 20 years. But another one that they announced, I'm surprised you didn't mention, Bobby. NECA announced like right at the very end of a San Diego Comic-Con is 8-inch cloth figures of both Bon Scott and Angus Young.
Oh, I was gonna get to that one.
Yeah.
I was getting to those. Which, although now they need to do a Brian Johnson too. No disrespect to Bond, but they need to do a Brian Johnson.
Agreed.
They also so NECA's pumping shit out left and right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be buying most of this shit. So Yeah, there goes my fucking wallet. I could tell you that, but that's not happening until next year. I'm more excited for the Universal Monsters because we never really, well, we did and we didn't proper figures of those monsters. They always came out in a weird iterations. Someone,
They always look a little cartoony or something.
yeah, they always look.
I'll tell you, man, I'm going to be all over that creature from the Black Lagoon figure.
The Dracula one, I'm excited for, and I love it that they do color versions.
And black and
black and white.
Yeah. And I have 2 versions of Frankenstein. I need the Wolfman color and the Mummy color, or no, the Mummy black and white. So
that's not out yet. That's still coming.
I know. I'm waiting on it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
I could have swore I've seen it at my Walmart. And I didn't pick it up because it was black and white, and I didn't want the black and white.
Oh, you got to get the black and white. Wait.
I'm going to double check. Because I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Scoob is going to be on the lookout.
So that's my nerd news. Oh, well, no. Did we talk about Halloween Ends trailer last week?
No, I haven't seen anything.
I don't think it dropped until after.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Sorry.
Don't spoil anything. I haven't watched it yet.
Well, just relax.
It doesn't reveal a lot.
Big spoiler alert. Same shit that happened in last movie's happening in this movie.
What?
Well, as I was saying, the Halloween Ends teaser trailer was released last Tuesday. I saw it. I actually loved it because it didn't reveal too much.
It looks all right.
It's keeping it a mystery, which I like. Oh. And I've been listening to a whole bunch of rumors and everything. I listen to it all the time.
If there's not a geriatric Kane fighting this, I'm gonna be very upset.
Mystery? What fucking mystery? You know what's gonna happen. You already know.
If the daughter doesn't turn into Michael at the end, I'm gonna be very upset.
Listen, don't be doubting a movie that ain't here yet.
I'm not doubting it. I
don't know. I'm hearing some doubt there. I'm not
doubting it at all because I'm still
Evil
gonna
dies
watch it.
tonight, Bob.
I'm still gonna watch it. But
everything but evil dies tonight.
Everything but evil died in the last one. So I doubt Halloween's gonna end in this one.
Didn't they already said this isn't actually gonna be the end? They want to do 2 more, which I'm like, stop it.
They can't do 2 more. Their contract ends. They can't do it.
Yeah.
Listen, man, they're not renewing it.
Studios, if they can make money, they'll.
But no. After
beat
this
that
movie,
dead horse as much as they can.
After this movie, though, from Blumhouse, it's now up for bid. So if anybody wants,
I hope they remake Halloween 3.
Yeah,
there's talks of it.
Please, somebody just do that. Stop remaking Michael Myers shit. Remake the shit or you know what? Let's remake movies that were bad that should be good. How about do that?
Yeah,
let's do that because there's so many shitty movies that could be way better.
This is true.
So basically, remake the whole Star Wars trilogy sequel series.
And we've given you tons of fucking
ideas,
movies,
tons of ideas to fucking choose from.
Werewolves versus Weresheep, dude. Right now.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It's not even a remake. That's a new concept.
Dude, throw Sasquatch jerking off in the background for no reason.
Dude, our whole idea for Project Metal Beast with a cyborg werewolf. Come on.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, gentlemen, we are reaching a 2-hour mark. I don't have anything nerdy.
It's dinner time.
I got nothing. Chad went through everything.
Yeah. But what we didn't say is what we will be doing next week.
Yeah.
And that will be episode 200. And we're going to do something a little different and something we've talked about for I don't know, last 4 years.
Yeah, so you Gorehounds better fucking tune into this one.
So please share the fuck out of this when we go live. We're going to give it a couple minutes. And if you're all wondering what the fuck we're talking about, we are actually going to do a watch along because, the boys and I, we've been discussing for weeks now what the fuck we're going to do for episode 200. And, we couldn't think of shit. So Chad Daddy's like, yo, man, let's throw this one out because this is one that we've always had in the bag for a long time. And we've always wanted to do it, but we just never knew when it was being appropriate. Well, episode 200 is fucking mighty fine for doing it. So we are going to watch the classic Night of the Living Dead. However, we're going to throw a little fucking curveball in that. And we are watching the colorized version.
Yeah, baby.
Night of the Living Dead.
Because
why not?
Get you, Bob.
And honestly, I feel like a lot of people probably haven't ever watched the colorized version. It's something interesting, and it gives it a totally different vibe to the movie. That being said, please join us. We're gonna tune in at normal time, 6:30. We're gonna start it. We'll probably hop in to slice of life real fucking quick, and then we're gonna get right into this shit. We will be watching it along. Like I said, it's a watch along. We're gonna be there. We're probably gonna talk a little bit over it, but we're not gonna try to talk too much over it.
Yeah, we don't want to MST3K this too much.
Right. It might happen naturally, which is fine, but we don't want to just. We're not trying to ruin the movie because we enjoy the movie and we want you to enjoy it with us. So, by all means, like put all the comics in. It is
Heather,
public
it's public
domain.
Yes, it is,
That's why we
Heather.
picked it.
Yep. And well, I've already got it loaded up, ready to go. We've already tested it out. So yeah, and then so join us next week for the watch along. Make some fucking popcorn, get some candy, get the bubbly, and yeah, dude, just sit back and enjoy it. Hopefully, we'll have some good commentary. We'll have to be good boys and actually get some behind the scene notes maybe as we go along with this.
I plan on doing little popping in with some tidbits.
Right.
But again, I don't want to overdo it because, we want to enjoy the movie.
Right. So episode 200, it's the big one. It's probably one we won't make an audio for. Obviously, it's just more of a live kind of a thing, but please help share us out. We'll try to promote this as best we can this week with some just some ad spots or something along the lines of that. So
Yes.
But join us next week, 6:30, as always, on the Project Louder Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or Scuba Steve's Twitch. Hell yeah. But thank you guys for joining us for this episode. Bob, do you want to start us off?
This is your killing machine, Bobby Amone, saying we'll see you next week, Barbara.
This is your host with the ghost, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, I will catch you this Friday on the return of Someone Supernatural with my very special guest, my daughter, Scuba Sam.
That's going to be great. That's going to be great. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, saying, I'll see you ghouls next week.
Yeah. And this is your Fluff Master Supreme Big Johnny D saying, adios, Gorehounds. And remember, stay fresh.